All right. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. Um, uh, can you all hear me okay? Give me some thumbs up and stuff. Great. Awesome. So we're just going to be going over some tech stuff today. Um, and let's see, before I get started in the chat, let's share in, let's see, how am I going to do this? I'd like to know where you guys are in your, tech, how you feel you are as far as tech. Are you brand new to tech? Are you totally like fine with it? It's just, something new here that you're looking to improve on in this boot camp, or does tech scare you? Just in a word or two, share your thoughts or your feelings on it. And you can also feel free to unmute your mic and share your thoughts as well, if you've figured out how to unmute your mic already. And I'm just going to I'm going to give a few minutes for people to arrive before we kick into the main stuff.
Okay, so I just unmuted my mic, Melanie.
Yeah.
And the thing for me, I'm very unfamiliar with Google Docs and trying to work around that. She gave us this whole file of things and you're supposed to copy and paste. And when I tried to do that, I lost it. So that's one thing. And I've never made the movie, so some assistance with that. I mean, I think I'm doing better,
Mm-hmm.
but that kind of stuff. And like today I lost the post and find it, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no problem. Can you get one of the movies have you already created a movie? It sounds like you have, right?
I have.
Can you get?
I have no idea how to post just a link. That's the other thing. Work?
Mm-hmm.
No idea how to do that.
Okay, we'll go over that, and I can even share I have another little like 2-minute tutorial that I can share with you guys outside of this call as well, that walks you how to do it on your phone, and then you can just see it as we go through it, as well as, yeah, I think that will be the easiest way to do that one.
I did post my homework on the Facebook for week 1 and 2, and first I was using Photo Booth, and then I realized that goes to Quick Finder, and then I went to iMovie, so I'm using Quick Finder and iMovie now.
Gotcha.
I don't know how to use iMovie really well, like headings and stuff, so that's
yeah. Okay, and would you mind sharing, can you find the post that you made in Facebook and just like have that ready?
On here, I mean, how do I do that and listen to you? I don't even know that.
Yeah, so if it's too much, don't worry about it. But if if you can go to the Dancer's Den and you already know like around where it is and you can find it, great. But if it's going to distract you too much, don't worry about it. We can actually, I bet I can find it in the Dancer's Den. Let me pull up the Dancer's Den. Here's the Dancer's Den. Yeah. All right. Don't worry about it now. We'll both look for it when it comes time. But let's just focus on the main stuff for now, okay? All right, let's see. Other people sharing their thoughts. I see fairly good in tech, but Google Docs are totally new to me. Not brand new, but terribly clumsy. Would like to know video editing options only. Okay. B, so that might be towards the end of the call. I see Sue waving her hand. I'll go ahead and unmute you in just a sec. Let's see. Okay, Sue, you should be able to talk. Oh, there, now.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know how to find where, I'm on an iPad and I don't know what to press in order to type in a little message to you.
Oh, gotcha. On an iPad, how to type in a message right now, like in the chat?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's cover that one right now for everyone. Just just in case. And the one thing I want to actually start with before we get into things is just to let you guys know, technology is amazing and it sucks all at the same time, right? And that's something that we just get used to as we get more involved with tech, is like sometimes I don't know how to do something. So an example with Sue, you're going to see like, I don't know how to do it. I'm going to try to figure out with you as we go. And maybe we won't figure it out today. Maybe we'll need to like set up a separate call to figure it out. But if I can figure it out in a couple minutes, I'll show you guys how, and we'll learn the process of figuring things out. And sometimes it just takes more research. And if you feel like you are a total like, totally lost when it comes to tech and like it just never works for you, like it's the same for us tech gurus too. Like we often are like, oh my God, this thing does not work. And we're pulling our hair out and stuff. It's just, we're so used to that it's not a big deal anymore. We push through it and we go, okay, we keep searching and trying to figure it out. It's like learning to dance or any other skill, right? When you first start, you're like, I can't figure it out. And then as it goes, you're like, oh, okay, this is just a part of the process. Like I need to practice it more. I need to keep going. And then eventually you get it, right? So, so if things are feeling like frustrating, that is normal. And it's not like when you get better at tech, all of a sudden you never have any issues. It's just, you don't care so much because you're used to it. And you're like, all right, so what do I need to do? Right. And then my biggest tip on that is Google is your friend, like your best friend when something is not working. So like an example for Sue might be if you typed into Google search, you typed in, how do I chat on an iPad in Zoom, right? And then a whole bunch of different like tutorials will pop up as far as how to do that. And one of them will hopefully explain it well enough that it's like, oh, okay, this worked, right? It might take one or two of them before you find the right one. And that's the other thing to know before we get started is everything, like different computers look different, use things differently. So if you're on a Mac versus a PC, things look different. If you're on a iPad versus a phone, things look different. So sometimes you might get a tutorial, but it's not perfect because they're using a different, sometimes it's just a different browser they're using. They're using Google Chrome and you're using Safari, right, to look things up. So in general, it might give you a general idea, but you might still have to sleuth it a little bit, like be the detective to go, okay, so what's the equivalent of what they're sharing in this in the platform that I'm working on? Sue, go ahead. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
So I've been using Zoom a lot these days, and one of the problems that I've had with the iPad is that I can only see the 9 boxes on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I Googled that about 1,000 times to try to find out what I need to do, and I never found the answer to be able to see everybody that's in the meeting. I can only see 9 people now.
That might just be the limit for an iPad. Like,
but would it be written somewhere where I could?
Yeah, you might, like if you looked up limit for Zoom, what would the words be? That's the other thing that's tricky is trying to figure out the words.
Yes.
Number of people, participants, that's how they use it. Participants can be viewed on an iPad.
Okay.
Right, so something like that, 9 participants. It's first thing, let me share my screen and you can see what happened because this is a perfect example of using Google, right? So I typed in limit for Zoom, number of participants can be viewed in an iPad. And sure enough, first thing that popped up was 9.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The answer to that.
Right? So let's see if we can get chat on your iPad. So we go how to chat in Zoom on an iPad. So download the app, tap the screen to make the control bar appear. So when you tap the screen, does the controls appear?
Well, right now I'm looking at your computer screen. Is that okay? If will I still be able to? Yeah. So which I have a control bar at the top, I think.
Is there a chat?
No, it's mute, stop video.
Is there a more with 3 dots?
Yeah.
Click
Oh, there
that.
is a chat. Yes. Okay. So I go to chat. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that brings me to the first thing. I think my video is ready to share with you guys. Yep. I'm going to try to share a video with you guys about Zoom. And just the different views that you have in Zoom, and how that's one thing that can be confusing with Zoom is there's all these different views that make things go in different places. And so I'm going to try, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing for a sec. I'm going to share my screen again, but this time we're going to watch a video together. I think it's just it's a 4-minute video that will walk you through all the different views that we have and where the settings go depending on those views. And also one thing to note is the video might not play perfectly. I'm going to try to optimize it for our Zoom meeting, but like sometimes videos don't play perfectly. So if it gets choppy at some point, let me know when it just maybe in the video or in the Zoom chat say got choppy, and I'll try to summarize again what that section said, but most likely you'll be able to hear and understand. Even if it's choppy, it'll just be for a moment. So if it's just for a moment, ignore it. If it's so much that for some reason you can't understand something, let me know about what I was talking about, and I'll explain it again. Does that sound good to everyone? Give me some thumbs up. Cool. All right. So you all can see my screen again, thumbs up. Excellent. Let's see. Hey, so I wanted to start by showing you some things in the Zoom. So when you're in Zoom, this is the speaker and this is the demo person. There's several different views that you're gonna get. So one thing just to clarify, you're gonna wanna watch the little icon here, the mouse as it goes around. That's me pointing at things. I'm gonna move my mouse right now, kind of hide it so you guys can't see it, and you just watch that mouse as it goes around. And right now, this is the Zoom screen that we're looking at right here. Okay. So you might have this view where you can see like the frame around everything versus, let's say you're in full screen where all you can see is this, right? Or you might be minimized out where you're, well, like if you're looking at something else completely, that's another issue. You might need to find your screen. And then let's see, I think there's also a minimize. Yes, sometimes you'll see this screen here where right now this is the person speaking, not you, right? So I want to show you how to navigate in these different scenarios, right? So if you're in this, and first thing to recognize is when there's different scenarios, things change, where you find everything is different. So if you're in this scenario here, you can see when you hover over, you can see, hover your mouse over the screen, right? Everything pops up. So you see all these options. You can see a speaker view, which just brings you here, brings the speaker here, and you're up here. Right, or gallery view shows everyone all in this space. So if there were lots of people, it would show a whole bunch of people here, right? So you can toggle back and forth between speaker and gallery when you're in this view. Also, if you're in the full screen view, it's still there. Pretty much everything is the same, speaker and gallery. You can click exit full screen to go back. The other thing to notice is that the smaller your screen gets, I'm going to move this just for a sec. The smaller your screen gets, so if I bring this down, things start to change as well, right? So now you'll see there's less things up here, but there's this cool little more thing here, or more button you can click, and then there's other things that used to be when it was bigger, right? So you can see participants, chat, screen. There is no more when you're here or when you're in the big full screen view. There's no more, but as your screen gets smaller, now there becomes more, and then that's where the participants and the chat windows pop up. So if I click participants, there's my participants where I can raise my hand, I can say yes, no, go faster, all these things. And you'll notice when I click on it, it puts it right up next to my name. If I click down, right, it changes up there by my name, and I can click it again to clear it. I can raise my hand or lower my hand. Again, it changes up here. When I click, you'll see right next to my name. And then these reactions, when I click on them, they actually show up on my picture. So if I click reaction thumb, it changes there, and then it disappears after maybe 5 or 10 seconds. So that's just to know, like when you're in different screens, it looks different, right? So again, if I'm out of it completely, I got to find it. I need to search for that window, which, depending on your system might be somewhere different. So I can go up into my screen and it pulls up all things. Sometimes it's down here where you can find everything. And in PCs, it's different. It just depends. Hopefully that helps you guys figure out where the participants are, where the chat is, if you need to find the chat, also, if you want to pop it out, you can click pop here and it pops the participant window out, and then it stays on top. So when I'm doing other things, I can see the participant window, or I can also pop out the chat window. Oops. If I do the same thing here in the chat window and click pop out, it will also pop out over stuff. So I can be going elsewhere and the chat will remain as I'm taking notes on something or something like that. So that's the main stuff to know. If it's in this small little window here, click here to get back to the big window. All right, I hope that helps, and let's go over some more stuff in a sec. All right, so was that clear? Did you guys get that? Were there any questions on that particular section that anybody has? I see Julie raising her hand. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute Julie. Hey, Julie.
Hi, so thank you for this. And I realized I did have a question about Zoom. So for example, when Miles and Tessa are outside and demoing something to us, I found that I had a hard time keeping the participants out of the picture, even if I just had like 3 members that were participating. I kind of moved them over to the side or down to the bottom. Then I couldn't see their feet. Then I moved it over to the left. And so can I just get rid of people for a while we're watching? Or?
Yes. Let's see, let's try this out. The first thing is you can click that little speaker view, and that's gonna bring up most everyone, right? Like them big, and everybody else might be at the top. Yes. Let's all try that right now. Everybody go ahead and click speaker view. And if you don't see a speaker view, it's at the top right corner, right, usually, and there's either a gallery or a speaker view. Sometimes it's just a little icon, but it's almost the top right. I think normally there's also a full screen that's just to the right of that. Does everybody see that? Are they clicking the speaker view and back? Yep. If there's any problems, let me know. Raise your hand and let me know. I'm not seeing any yet. Now the next thing, Tish, before I move on to the next thing, I'll go ahead and, Tish, you have something on this?
Yeah, I don't see, on the top right of my screen, all I see is a record button and me. And then the rest of the screen is you.
A record button and you.
Yeah, or now it says leave.
Let's see. Maybe it's flipped in yours. Could it be on the top left? Let me.
I have something that looks like a speaker on the left.
Maybe. Try clicking it. Let's see.
Clicking that.
So, and Tish, I'm going to mute you for a second. Just show everyone something that might help everyone here. Okay. And I'll bring you back if we're still stuck. Okay. So let me show you all a screenshot. is a good thing to know how to do to solve an issue. So right now, one of the issues with Zoom is if I share my screen with you guys, you won't see my Zoom. You'll only see everything except Zoom that's on my screen. So in order to share like what I'm seeing right now, I can take a screenshot of it and then show you guys that when I share my screen. So that's what I'm gonna do. And for you, if you're on a Mac, a screenshot is the command button, or some people know it as the Apple button. So you press the command button or Apple and you hold down, I believe it is the, wait, hold on, let me try and remember. The Shift and 3, yeah. So command, shift, and the number 3 all at the same time, and you'll hear this little like camera sound. If you're on a PC, I believe it is, hold on, let's use our handy dandy share screen, Google as our friend. How to take a screenshot on Windows. And Alt plus print screen, right? So if you press Alt plus print screen, a screenshot of your currently active window will be copied to the clipboard, just as in the last section. So once I do that, oh, but that's actually just the clipboard. You might want to save it to your computer or something so that we can see it, because the clipboard basically means that you can paste it somewhere. Well, actually, that would probably be fine if you, what's the easiest way for you guys? I think that would be fine. And then you just need to paste it somewhere where we can see it. So like a Google, an email is a good example. If you just open up an email and then you click paste right in that email, then it'll show up for everyone. Oops. Sorry, click the wrong button. Tech. So in my example, it was not, I don't think it was copied to the clipboard. So if I press paste, yeah, it's not there. But I can drag it in from my desktop. So for me, when I take a screenshot, it lands in my downloads folder. For some people, it just lands on the desktop. That's the other thing you want to know is where does it show up? But so I can just click there and open it up, and now you all can see an image of my Zoom, a screenshot of it. And up here is where the speaker view is. Sometimes it's just this little icon and not the whole thing. And it could possibly be on the other side or maybe even down in a corner. It's usually in a corner of some side. So let me just check in with Tish. Does that help? Are you able to see based on that your screen? Or sorry, are you able to find a speaker view? Let me stop sharing to, where'd she go? Oh, we lost her video.
Oh, here. Oh.
Now I can hear you. Yeah, is that good? Did that help?
No, but I'm not worried about it. Just go ahead and move on. It's okay.
It's not showing? Okay, we can come back to it
Yeah, that's okay.
towards the end. Okay, but everybody else has found how to do the speaker view and the gallery view? So the next thing that's kind of cool is that you can also, how do I show this? You can also make it so that it's just one person up in besides the speaker that's showing. And I just did this earlier today. It's when you go to full screen. So I'm gonna go to, if you double click, usually, at least on my computer, it's a double click goes to full screen, but also in that top corner, remember there was a little button you could press to go to full screen. So when you go to full screen, then it's gonna have a little pop out of the people, maybe on the left or the right or the top. And in that pop out, like at the top of all of the images or to the left of all of the images, you'll see 3 little icons. One that's a really small rectangle, one that's a slightly bigger rectangle, and then one that's 2 rectangles, right? And if you toggle those, and I'll take another screenshot so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You have to be in full screen view to see this one. Let's see. So let me share my screen one more time. Let's see. And then here's my screenshot. Loading, a little slow right now. There it is. So now you all see over here in this left corner, there's all these people, and up in the top of that, there's these icons, right? You might need to hover over them for them to show up. So you might need to take your mouse and hover over it, or if you're on an iPad, you might need to touch the iPad or touch that area. But then once those are there, you can try clicking them and it will change the view. And the middle one is the one that changes it to just you. Let's see if everybody is getting that. Did everybody see that okay? Give me some. Yeah, Sue, how about you? Was it something? No? A little different? Hold on, let me unmute you for a sec. I'm guessing it's different for you because you're on an iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see any of the other, right now you're in the big screen and in the box, it's only one box and it's me.
Mhm.
I don't see anybody else now. I don't know, there's no little line of boxes where I can see who else is. So I don't know if it's different on an iPad and I didn't see any of those little box things that you mentioned.
Yeah, it probably is different on an iPad. Can you describe it one more time exactly what you see?
So you're in the main screen,
Mm-hmm.
and in the very bottom right is a small box, and I can see myself, but I can't see any of the other
Okay.
people, and there's no little boxes that come up either.
Gotcha. Okay, well that you've actually got to the thing that I was trying to share with everyone else already, which is how to view just the speaker and yourself without all the distraction of everyone else, right? So you're already good. Everybody else saw how to get there. Give me the thumbs up. Yeah. So now one other thing to know is that you can increase the size of you, right? So sometimes when I'm practicing those drills and I'm like trying to watch them and watch myself, I'm like trying to do whatever they're doing, but my image is so small. I'm like, am I doing it? Am I not? I can't tell. So you can actually make your own image bigger by like when you hover over, when you're back in that view, let me go to that view. So you're in full screen, you get to the little section where it's just you in the corner, or just you. Then at the bottom, I think it's the bottom, for me it's the bottom, there's like the right-hand side and the left-hand side, there's like these little tiny lines that are diagonally going across the picture. And if I click on those lines and drag it, I can drag my picture much bigger. So let me show you again a screenshot for those. So we've got, I've got to hover over it. There we go. And then maybe even there. And shift 3. Okay. I doubt, Sue, it's something, I'm not sure if it's something you can do on yours. If it was, you would need to probably touch on your image and then see if anything pops up, or possibly actually 2 fingers on your image and then like expand might do it. But that would be pretty impressive if they've come up with that. I would not expect them to have figured that out. And by them, I mean Zoom, right? That's a Zoom functionality that they'd have to figure out exactly for the iPad. Okay, so let me share my screen for those of you that were like, I didn't see those little bars or something like that. I'll share my screen to show you the bars. Let's see. All right, so right now you see over here, there's no bars right now, but if I hover over it with my image or with my mouse, then these little bars come up in the corners. So if I select them with if I hold on to them with my mouse, and pull, I can get this to go bigger. And then I can even drag the, by clicking on the top of it, I can drag it wherever I want. So if I want it in the bottom corner or something like that, I can move it around. Does that make sense? Let me see some thumbs up again. Awesome. All right. So let's see. Next, is there anything else on Zoom? Are there any other questions on Zoom? Oh, and if there are, go ahead and raise your hand. You can also put it in the chat, but let's practice raising our hands. Would be my preference. It's easier for me to not have to pay attention to both places, meaning like the raised hands and the chat window. It's much easier if I can just see the raised hand. And also as far as like experience for us all, it's nice to be able to hear those things and have that experience for the teachers. So it's really nice for your teachers as well. I'm seeing Debbie. I'm gonna go ahead and take Debbie first. And let's see, unmute. Wait, unmute, there we go. Debbie.
I don't remember raising my hand.
Oh, no worries. All right, I'll mute you. Julie, do you still have a question? Are you good or are you done? Or oh wait, there we go.
I had to unmute myself. No, I just noticed that, so the other bar that you didn't mention says hide thumbnail video. That's that one single line.
Oh, yeah, the little minimized one.
Right,
Like,
so that makes the whole thing go away.
Ah, yeah.
Yay. That's what I wanted.
Good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's saying there were those three different options, right? The middle one is the one I was talking about that brings it to 1. And the smallest, thinnest line, I think it's on the left or on the top, I don't know. The smallest one is the one that just makes it completely disappear. And then do you know how to make it reappear, Julie?
Yeah.
How do you make it reappear?
Just hit that one in the middle. I think, let me do it again. Yeah, you just hit the one in the middle that you told us about to make it.
Oh, right, because it doesn't make that little thing go away. It just makes the picture go away.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and another thing that's a good tip in general, like if it's not too much, whenever you're hearing us talk about something, just trying it out as we're going is a good idea as opposed to just watching. That said, like if it's too much to do that all at the same time, like feel free to watch and then like watch the recording later to practice it. Okay, thanks, Julie. Can you mute yourself? You did. Awesome. I'm gonna go to Catherine. Go ahead, Catherine.
So if you wanted to have 2 speakers on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't know why in this scenario you would, but if you wanted to have 2 speakers on the screen and hide everybody else, is there a way to do that?
2 speakers or 2 just random people, or what do you mean?
So 2 presenters on the screen.
Yeah, like so if you wanted to have Miles and Tessa and say Wanda or me or something like that, like at the same time.
That's
Yeah, I don't know it for sure. There is a pin video option. So if you hover over any of the people, like when you see their images right now, if you hover over their images, there's 3 little dots that pop up. And when you click on those dots, there's an option to pin video. So you could go ahead and try that out. And what's going to happen is the person who you pin is going to pop up as the main person, right? Now, I'm not sure if, like, let's say we pin 2 people in a row, will they then be like the first and second person? Let's see, I'm trying this with you guys. Nope, it doesn't change who it is. Luckily with Zoom, it does automatically do that for you guys as if someone speaks, it automatically brings them in to the view, right? So yeah, I don't know of another way for that. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
Monica, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute you. Oh,
Hi.
hi.
So I have a question that Tessa and Miles will be doing something with their footwork.
Mhm.
And then the chat bot at the bottom where the chat is and where the videos and the mute button, little bubbles are popping up. People are asking questions and I'm trying to watch their footwork and little bubbles are popping up of the chat in front and then coming across in front of their footwork. Is there a way to get rid of that?
It's a good question. Let's see. So if I click the chat window, does there anything pop up? Everyone publicly save chat. I think that is a question that I'm going to add as a research question and get back to you. Can we stop the chat pop-ups from displaying on Zoom? And this is a good Google thing, which I recommend, if you're interested, go ahead and Google it yourself, but I'm going to Google it too, just to find out. But I imagine that might take me a little while to figure out, because it's one of those things where it's like going down a rabbit hole of which document's actually going to explain it. So we'll save that one for another time. That good, Monica? Cool. Thanks. All right, Sharon. Go ahead.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah.
I think sometimes if I click on the chat window, it opens up to the right and then it doesn't pop up in the middle of the screen. I don't know if that would be helpful for the previous question. Because it actually opens out to the side. It doesn't open in the front, but I don't know if that's because I'm on a laptop instead of a tablet or something.
No, I can explain that one real quick for you. So that's normal. The reason why mine opens in a whole different window is because I click that pop out option.
Yeah.
But if I change, I can quickly change it when it is popped out. There's this little more drop down box that if I click on that, then there's an option to merge meeting window. And that puts it right back into the window where you guys were talking about the chat. Or where it's actually in the same view, in the same box on the right side. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was just because I thought that might be helpful. I was really raising my hand to practice raising my hand.
Ah, nice.
Before. And also to say, I really need to, as soon as we're finished with the Zoom, I'm looking forward to hearing about how to make a shareable link, and that's all. We're swimming in shark-infested waters for me there. So.
Yeah, we will get to that. It's a little bit longer than I realized to explain all the Zoom stuff on its own, right? I was like, oh, this will be like 15 minutes. But I will get to everything, or we might schedule another one to go over some of the more stuff if needed.
Yeah.
But I will make sure that you guys understand everything within the next week or so. It might need.
Well, good luck on that, Andrew. And
right. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Sharon. Phyllis?
Yes.
Go ahead. What was your question?
My question was, I've been envious of the people on our meetings that have had fancy Zoom backgrounds. And,
how to do a virtual background.
right. And I want to do a shout out to Jody that I couldn't figure out how to raise my hand. And she gave me a message in chat that told me how to do it. I didn't know how to find the raised hand.
Yeah. It's something, if you're not walked through it, it's not obvious, right?
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Virtual backgrounds. Yeah, that's perfect. This is a good time. I had that on my list of things to cover. Let's see. So now the one thing I will say about this is that it's not necessarily possible on every computer. Some computers don't have a fast enough processor to make it happen. So your computer may or may not have that option, but I think we'll be able to find out relatively quickly. So the first thing is to find your settings for Zoom. So in a Mac, it's at the top left of your entire computer screen. There's a zoom.us. And if you click on that, you'll see preferences. And then when you click on preferences, it opens up a window, and usually it opens up the audio tab. And then like 3 tabs below that is the virtual background tab. Let me get some thumbs up just for people that got that far, that went to the zoom.us. Excellent. So that's the Mac. So now we need also to figure out how to do it for those of you that are on a PC. Did anybody who is on a PC already figure it out? Anybody already know where the settings are?
No, I don't find settings.
Yeah, it's, I just did this the other day, and I'm like racking my brain. How did we find the settings? It was something, Google is my friend, and this is usually one of those things that doesn't take long. So let me just ask Google how to find Zoom settings.
Down in the lower left corner.
Lower left corner?
Yes, next to where the little video camera is, where it says stop video, there's a chevron pointing upward like an up arrow without the line.
Uh-huh.
If you select that little chevron.
Oh, and that opens the video settings, right?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. That's a great way to get to it. So it opens up the settings. It's just in the video tab instead of the audio tab. And then you'll see maybe 4 down, there's a virtual background. So again, for those of you that weren't 100% sure what she meant by chevron, it's that like little angled up arrow that's right next to the stop or start video, stop video section. So when you're hovering over your screen, if you go down to the area where it says start and stop video, there's a little triangle to the right of it, maybe to the left, but probably to the right. Click on that, then click on video settings. And then you'll be in a settings window, and then you want to scroll down or look down about 4 spots on the left-hand column or right-hand or top. Somewhere there's a virtual background. People with PCs, give me some thumbs up that you found it. Jody, not, but you are on a PC. Jody, did you find the stop and start video icon? Do you see the arrow? Yep. What happens when you click the arrow?
The video arrow?
The arrow next to the video.
Okay, yeah. So I have my camera option, video settings, and background.
Yeah, click on video settings. Oh, okay. I guess technically it even says choose background from there, but.
Yeah, so it doesn't work on my computer. I tried it the other day, but yeah, it's down there.
Gotcha. So yeah, that's just your computer unfortunately doesn't have the processor power.
It's old.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the old ones don't. Some of them allow it if you get a green screen. That's what I heard just recently. Like if you actually like get some green fabric and put it behind you, it can work. Oh, I see Mary's got a cool background. Okay, so those of you in the virtual background settings now, you see the choices. How many of you, raise your hand if you see choices of backgrounds. Nice. And now raise your hand if you are like, nope, it doesn't work for me, just so I know like around how many. So it's like about half and half. Half people have something that works and half people don't. It might also actually, your phone tends to be, what's the word? Another option. I would say if you open Zoom on your phone, that's another option for this. I mean, it's not really something you need. So like, it's fun and cool, but like, I wouldn't worry about it too much if not. But if you're with your friends and you want to use your phone, most likely your phone is newer than your computer and probably has better processing power. Not for everyone, but for a lot of people, they tend to upgrade their phones sooner than they upgrade their computer. And so that is also possible that you might have one going through your phone. But so I'm gonna move on from that because we got the idea and yeah, cool. I'm seeing all the thumbs up. Let's see. Mary, did you have a question? You're unmuted, go ahead.
Okay. No, I didn't have a question, I was just playing with it, but when I put you on full screen, then the chats come up in the middle of the screen, but if I don't have you in my full screen, then the chats come up on the side. That might help somebody.
Oh, okay. So whoever was asked, I forget who was asking about how to get rid of those chats. So if you're not in full screen, but maybe you want to be like partially in full screen, like expand the browser. You know how I was showing you like how to expand one window? You can also do that with your entire Zoom by going to a corner of your Zoom and dragging it so you can make it almost as big as the entire screen. And then the chat, if the chat is on the side, it won't show up there. It's only when the chat's hidden that it shows up there, it sounds like. Let's test it. Somebody type something in the chat for me real quick. Yep. So it just popped up and it did not come in my screen because I have the chat open. Also, if you are in full screen, it probably, if you have the chat open in a pop-up, that might also work to avoid it. And yes, we can move on to Google Docs in 1 sec. Tish, your hand is still raised, but I assumed from earlier. Did you have anything else?
No, I'm good. That
Okay.
was from earlier.
Okay. All right, let's go on to Google Docs. All right, so as far as Google Docs goes, like the biggest things to realize is that if you're trying to find a doc, there's a lot of ways of doing it. So there's no, I'm not going to say like there's one best way or something like that. It's just deciding which way works for you. So I'm going to start with some really basic, simple ones, and hopefully one of those will work for you. So let's see. The first thing to note is, does everybody know how to make their own copy of one so far? Give me some thumbs up. Anybody still struggling with that? Give me a hand raise if still struggling with making your own copy. Sharon, okay, let me quickly open up a doc and show you guys how to make a copy of a doc. Now, while I'm doing this, I am going to point out that making a copy makes it easier for you to access the doc, but it no longer is tied to Miles and Tessa. So when they update a document, you won't see the updates. And that's something cool about Google Docs is anytime like I have this document here, if I shared this document with someone and I made updates to it, if they use this if they look at this exact doc, they'll always see the updated version. That said, sometimes it's nice to have your own copy on your computer or somewhere else to view. So to do that, when you're in Google Docs, you just go to the File button, click Make a Copy, and then you can make a copy right from there. Click OK. I also tend to recommend clicking the Copy Comments. You don't need to share it with the same people, but copy comments and suggestions and include resolved comments and suggestions, just in case they had any comments that you wanted to see. Right, so now when I click OK, it's going to open up a new document. And now this document is mine. I own it now, not whoever owned it before. Right, so now I can make whatever edits I want, and they won't see those edits. I won't see their edits on this version of the document. Does that make sense so far, everybody? Getting that?
Mhm.
Yeah, Sharon, does that make sense? Awesome. Okay, so now some things as far as organizing and keeping the docs somewhere nice. Let's see, let me share my screen again. Couple cool things that make it easy. So one of the easiest ways to just keep your most important documents easy to find is to click the star icon right there. And now, whenever you go to your Google Drive, let's see if I click there, does that open up my Google Drive? Opens up my Google Docs. Oh, that's cool. So if I click that, it opens just my Google Docs, not the spreadsheets or anything, but just the actual documents. So there's a lot of different types of Google files. Some are docs, some are spreadsheets, some are forms, presentations, different things. But any Google Docs will show up just by clicking that button or that icon up here. It'll open up a window here. And then let's see if it shows just, it does not show my starred ones, but if I click this little 3 icon main menu, then I can go to my actual drive right here. This is my drive where all my documents are. And in that, here's the starred documents. I can click on the starred documents, and that's gonna show me all my starred documents. In a second, it's still updating. There we go, starred documents. So basic tech, or which one was it? The copy is the one I did. So somewhere here, yep, copy of basic technology training for non-tech people showed up in my starred. So that's one way to organize, is just to star each document. The next way to organize that is nice is that you can click this little icon here and you can move something into a particular folder that you want. So right now, like it might show here where you have all your different options. This is the drive on Google that you want to click on. Sometimes it will already be in a folder and you can go through the different folders that you can choose from that are already in your Google Drive, or you can create a brand new folder. So that's what I would recommend for y'all, is to create a folder for boot camp. And then you just click the move here button and it moves it into the boot camp training. Now, another cool thing about this is, where is my, so let's say you are already in a document that is a boot camp document, right? And you want to see all the boot camp documents quickly. So that same little move icon, if this is the document that they own, not your copy, but the one that they gave you. So you got to it from a link in the theory module, or you got to it from a link in an email, right? Then when you click that move icon, which is right here, it took a little while to load, but now it's there. Now, right, you can see how it says Bootcamp Resources. So that's because this document is in the Bootcamp Resources. And if I click this little icon right here that says Open Folder in a new tab, I click that, it opens up the entire folder with all those documents from the Bootcamp. So Bootcamp Resources, there's all the documents they've shared so far. If that makes sense, give me some thumbs up if you got that and if that's helpful. Awesome. Let's see. So we've gone over starring them, putting them in your own folder, right? Which is a good idea. Creating your own folder and putting it in that, and then accessing the Bootcamp folder from any document. Is there anything else that you guys, as far as Google Docs, would like to know? I'm seeing some hands raised from Catherine, Jody, Mary, and Linda. Are those Google Docs questions that have not been answered yet? Yeah, Jody, go ahead. I'm gonna.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so my Google Docs was a little confusing. At one point I copied stuff and it went into Miles and Tessa's events and was the document that was being shared. All I did was make a copy. So when you showed me your copy to copy it, my only option for a file is to put it in the Bootcamp resources. Even though I have more files, I have no other option.
Can you try it right now? And
yeah, I'll minimize you.
Do you know how to share your screen in Zoom?
Yeah, let me just come back and unminimize you. There we go. Boop. Okay, let's go there.
Select the desktop option of the screen. Yep, perfect.
Okay, so shared with me. Is that my screen? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so I go in here and I feel like I have more files in there that aren't supposed to be there too. I don't understand it. Like these things that I saved, because I'm saving stuff and it's only going into my resource file.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to, we could take, oh.
I was trying to save the smart drills one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll do that again. I'll just make another copy. So I'm going in, I file, I make a copy.
Mm-hmm.
And these are my options. Where is it?
Go ahead and click My Drive.
Oh, is it my drive? Yeah.
Yeah. Double click it.
Okay, it's looking different than it has up until this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Before, the only option I could do was to put it back into their file. And that was the only place I could save it.
Huh.
Which is actually Tessa contacted me going, did you do something? Like, because it showed up in our thing and somebody got a copy of something.
They
And I was
put
like,
restrictions on that file.
Huh.
So, but then I tried to save this stuff again the other day and I'm like, that's my only file. Even though I have this spring 2020 file in my system, until this moment, that didn't show up.
Right. One thing
Just
to
'cause
note,
you're on
you
here.
see that, oh wait, don't close it yet.
Okay.
Do you see that little left arrow next to My Drive?
Restrictions on that.
At the top.
Yeah.
That, like, was that, oh, like, have you seen that before?
Not when I go to save. When I go to save, it doesn't, my drive isn't an option here. It only gives me the boot camp file.
Mm-hmm.
Like it totally locked me into the one option and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tried all kinds of stuff. I think I did end up saving it somewhere, but when I put it, I put my name on it now because it's ending up in weird places and I don't know where it's actually getting saved. And then I'll go in and I'll move it into a file
Right.
once I can see it somewhere else. But like she had me save the file that got confused in her system, but I don't even know where that went. I think it got cleared up because it matched back to hers. Like I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Ooh, this is actually brings up another great thing. If you go ahead and close out that copy and go back to your Boot Campers resources drive, it's at another tab on the left. Yeah, that tab. You were just on it a second ago.
Up here?
Yeah, go to that tab.
It's very hard to see. It's got a zoom mount on it. Okay.
So you can search in your drive is another really powerful option if you know the name of the file. And even if you don't know the name of the file, if you just have an idea of some words that are in the file. So at that top, just above shared with me, yeah, right there, if you click in there to that.
You think I can see through the Zoom?
What?
Shared with me. No, okay, computer?
No, you were, your mouse was on it. I said, yeah, there. I was talking about where your mouse was. So sorry, go back slightly to your right and up. That just like an inch up higher.
Oh, here, search window. Okay, yeah.
Now if you type in, like, do you remember the name of the document you're thinking of?
It was the one that you would fill out for after like a one-on-one lesson.
Anybody remember the name of, like, or one word in that document? Maybe
Here.
lesson?
We'll do this.
Oh, because your name was,
One-on-one, there we go.
yeah, and so that's how you even just typed it in and it brought it up.
Yeah.
Now you can check where it is in that, remember, it's going to take a second for it to load, but at the top there's going to be that little move icon.
So what's interesting is when I copied it from Tessa, in theory, I copied my filled out version. Now it's empty. Because she's readdressed hers and emptied hers.
Oh, it might not have gotten caught. Let's click the little move icon and let's see
The move one?
the up at the top next to the star. Yeah,
Okay.
click that. Let's see where it is. First off, it's in your SLP. Okay, let's close out of that. And click the share button over on the top right. Let's see. That is just your own version. So she doesn't even have access to this version.
No.
And click advanced. Oh, sorry. Go back to the
back in
share.
there?
Yeah. click the advanced down at the bottom just to make sure. Yep, it's just you that owns that.
Okay.
So that's weird that I mean, possibly it didn't save. Like sometimes when you're in Google Docs, you can work on them, but your internet's down or something like that. And then if you close out before your internet gets back up, it doesn't save. That's
Well,
one possibility.
The reason that we found the glitch is because my saved version, I just assume that it's saving because I don't see a save button. My save version was transferred to somebody else's bootcamp file. And so she came back into me and I saved that so I would have it. And apparently I don't.
Yeah.
Because now it's probably connected to her. I don't know what happened. So yeah, I was having issues with the copied things in Docs.
So next time, if that happens again, and this is for anyone, if something weird happens, I'm gonna put my email in the box. If it's a tech question, you guys can email me directly at andrewsutton@danceninjas.com. And then I can try to solve it for you guys as well and take some of the load off of Miles and Tessa, especially since I'm much more familiar with these things.
Yeah, they called me because she's like, is this yours? I'm like, yep, that's mine. Why do you have it? So
yep, weird stuff like that does happen. So that's just a part of the learning process.
And if you find it, there was nothing dramatic in it, you're good. It shows up in your file somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So we good? Ready? Is that good for now? And we'll try.
Yeah. Well, even just going in and seeing that when I go to copy, I have more than one option today, which I didn't have the other day, is already a big difference. For whatever reason, it's doing something new. So.
Yeah. And if you notice that difference again and you're like, oh, it's back to the other version, maybe take a screenshot of it for me.
Yeah, I couldn't get the screenshot going on here, but I can take a picture with my phone.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Of the screen.
That's totally perfect. That works.
So, okay, thank you.
Awesome. Yep.
How do I unshare?
I think I can do it. I think I can stop the share. Stop sharing.
Okay, kick me out. All right, cool.
All right, can you mute yourself?
I am on it once I see it again.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yep. Catherine, did you have a question? I'm trying to unmute you. Hold on. Not unmuting. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes. So if I just did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. I can hear you.
Okay. So I can find Google Docs if I click on any of the links, but if I shut off all the links, I don't know where to find it on my home screen. It's telling me to do a shortcut, but I don't know how to do it to actually find it when I open the computer.
Yeah, if you're just opening a browser from scratch, you mean?
Right.
Yes. Yeah, so your Google Docs will be at drive.google.com. I just put the link in there if you want to copy that. Do you know how to make a browser, a bookmark in your browser?
Sort of.
Sort of?
Yeah. Bit of a mystery, but I seem to have made bookmarks. I just don't know how I did it.
Gotcha. What are you on, Mac or PC? Mac. And then do you use Chrome or what? Do you know what your browser is?
I use Safari. I have downloaded Chrome because I've needed Chrome for other.
Okay.
But mostly Safari.
Okay. So for everyone, like a general idea again is like if you Google, how do I create a bookmark in Safari? You probably don't even need to say on a Mac, but it's probably a good idea. How do I create a bookmark in Safari on a Mac? Then it will probably come up with how do I bookmark in Safari on a Mac. And then obviously if you're using Chrome, you would substitute Safari for Chrome. If you're using a PC, you would substitute a Mac for PC. And then let me share my screen to show you all what happened when I Googled it. So I just Googled how do I bookmark in Safari on a Mac, and it says add a bookmark in the Safari app on your Mac. So you can see I'm in the Safari app right now because it's got Safari there. If I wasn't, I would go down here to select Safari or open it however I normally open it. And then click the share button in the toolbar, then choose add bookmark. So I'm guessing this is the share button, just because it kind of looks like a share thing. I haven't used Safari in a long time, but if I click on it, let's see. Yep, add bookmark. So then I can add a bookmark, and then it allows me to choose where to add it. So I have all these different places I can put it. Maybe you might want to create a new folder. Is there a way to create a new folder? I'm sure there is. Maybe not directly from here. You might need to do it first and then put it in. You could put it in your favorites, right? And then this is how do I bookmark, but you might want to title it something that has to do with what you're looking for. Like for this example, Drive or Google Drive might be what you name it, but whatever you can remember, right? And then I click add. Obviously this isn't bookmarking Google Drive, it's bookmarking this, but it's still the same idea. And then now up here in the top, I have my bookmarks, and I can go to my favorites, which is down here, and select, there it is, Google Drive. And when I click on that, it'll open up whatever I bookmarked. I happen to bookmark this tab. Does that make sense? Let me see some thumbs up. Yep. Also, let me give you a one more link that you might want to bookmark, which is your Bootcamp resources link. So if you bookmark this link that I just put in the chat, that link takes you directly to the Bootcampers resources documents that Miles and Tessa have. So, so that's a handy one to have. And another great way to access things very quickly is to go directly to a bookmark. Everybody see that link in the chat? Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's go to Jody. Did you have a question? No?
Nope.
Okay. Mary?
Nope.
Nope. Linda? Let me unmute. Oh, sorry, I just muted. Go ahead, Linda.
Okay, a really simple way that I go to my Bootcamp resources. I just open my browser window, and then I put in the link you said, drive.google.com, and then I just hit start, and I'm right there.
You hit start?
Starred.
Oh, starred. Right,
Yeah.
because you.
And then I go right to Miles and Tessa's new ones. If I don't hit start, I don't go to the new ones they've put in there.
Gotcha. So let me just see if I'm sharing my screen. So you go to this area here, and all those documents are in there. Is that right?
When I go to start, yes.
Yeah, this section. So of course you have to, I believe you have to star it first in order for that to happen. Or did you at some point star their documents?
I don't remember starring it, but I might have.
Maybe they can do it for us. I don't know. Wait, let's see. No, because it's not starred for me. So it is something you have to do, but you can star the entire folder, I'm guessing. Let's test this. So right now, I'm in this section where you can see all the documents. So I don't think I can star it from here. But if I go one backward to DDP Bootcamp, that might be my own folder. I don't know if I put that in. But now it's showing, so for you guys, it might be your drive or it might be something different. But basically, the breadcrumb or the thing that was right before, let me go back just so you guys can see it again. Oops. Let me, so whatever is directly before the Bootcampers resources words here, right? So for some of you, it might just say my drive, or it might say DDP Bootcamp, probably says My Drive. If you click the one directly before it, then it will show everything that's in that area. And in that area, so in mine, it's the folder here. If I maybe right click on that, let's see. Yep, add to starred. I can right click on it and click add to starred, and then it adds it to the starred. Actually, that makes me think, if we're in the Bootcamp folder, I wonder if we click the 3 little dots, if there'll be an option to make it, oh, wait. I bet there'll be an option for this. But that's a great suggestion as far as starring it so that the entire folder shows up rather than just what, right?
Andrew,
Yeah.
is there one more thing I could share that's helped me a lot?
Yeah.
When I need to go back to something quite a bit and I don't want to have to search around for the link, usually I just open a page in Word and put the link in there and label what it is. So I have a sheet that has all my locations on it, and it says Bootcamp, or not Bootcamp, but it'll say Theory Module. And then I have the link pasted in there for Theory Module, and I just copy it and put it back in my browser, and I'm there.
Right.
And so a whole sheet of stuff that I go to quite a bit, if that helps anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, another good suggestion for anybody. She's saying if you just create your own Word document or Google Doc or some place where you know this is where I store everything, right? Could even be an email that's just you never click send on it. But anywhere that you just store them, then you can put the link in there, note what it's about, and go to it that way. That's another way to do things.
I would say that you can't just copy the clickable link. You have to actually get the link out of your browser window.
Right. So what she's saying is you want to make sure that you grab, here, let me show it again. When you grab a link, you grab it from this area, right? Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So you grab it there.
Cut and paste, or copy and paste.
Yeah. So,
okay.
And copy it. And actually, one thing I noticed, if you go to this Bootcamp resources and you click the down arrow, that's where you can actually star it without having to go anywhere else. So right now I could remove the star. Now it's no longer going to be there. But if I go click add to starred, then when I go to my starred folder, there it is, Bootcamp resources. And I can just double click on that and it opens up all the files. Awesome.
You're doing a great job here, Andrew. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Tish, did you have another question?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yep. Yeah, you're good. We could hear you.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
And Patricia, yes, it's recording, just so you know, this is being recorded. Sorry, go ahead, Tish.
Okay, so yeah, I have a question. What about if we just want to create a file for all of our emails from Miles and Tessa, so we don't have to go through our new emails every day and try to find something?
Yeah, I am definitely talking about that. Let me make sure that I wrap up any of the Google Doc questions, and I'll take that the next topic.
Okay, great.
Cool. Debbie, did you have any a question on Google Docs? Let's see. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Okay.
Yep.
So I just kind of want to summarize. So basically, when we started the boot camp, Miles and Tessa have a folder that is shared. They put in our emails, I suppose, or something, so that it was shareable. Every time we have a meeting and they add something new, it's automatically going into my Google Drive under my boot camp, right?
Exactly.
So now let's say I have a form that I can fill out myself and I copy it so that I can use it, solely mine. And it says copy. If I want that form, let's say it's my dance form and I'm dissecting a class.
Yeah.
So I have a form, I name that class, but I need to have multiple forms with the name of that class and the date, or different classes.
Right.
Correct? I'll have many of those. Okay. I'm just trying to understand. I want a kind of a summary of Google Docs. I figured out the starring. And when I go to my Google Drive, probably because I don't have a lot on it, I have like 3 folders, and I have one called dance.
Uh-huh.
So that's where I'm putting my copied formats in, correct?
Yeah.
And then I have one that I called pictures and videos. So when something goes on my drive, I move it into the appropriate folder, correct? That's my job, to do something where I want it. Okay.
If you want to keep things organized, yes, you want to move it around, and yeah.
Okay. So the only thing I had a struggle with is on lesson, I know people talked about this in our group meeting, but lesson 3.1.4 at the end, where we do a video and we copy and paste the link. And I noticed that their instructions were make sure it's a link so that they don't have to download, correct?
Right.
So I Googled on this. I'm pretty proficient. And I took one of my videos and I practiced with it. I put it in my Google Drive, and then it created a link, and then I emailed it to myself.
Okay.
Would not open. It just cycled. I mean, actually, I did it yesterday, and I checked today, and it was still, you know. So I want to make sure if I record a video, which I can do from my phone or from my PC, my laptop.
Yeah.
It goes into my Google Photos generally. I want to be able to share that with Miles and Tessa.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to, quote unquote, either get a shareable link or have it change over so that I can copy the link and get it to them. That would be my concern.
Okay, so how to take something that's in your Google Photos, which is basically part of your drive, but a little bit different. But
right.
And then share that, share the link to that video with somebody.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share the screen real quick.
Okay.
And we'll go. Maybe I should check my photos before I share my screen. I'm going to do that real quick.
Might be a good idea.
Open up the photos and then find a video. Let's see. I know I did a few videos recently. So for those of you that are uploading to Google Photos, yeah, let's see. Here's one. All right, now let me share my screen. Okay, can everybody see my screen, see my photos? Can someone say yes, or I think it's Debbie that's got her unmute. I can't see the thumbs up.
Well, oh yeah, I muted myself, but yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, cool. All right, so now I'm gonna not right click. I'm gonna try clicking on it. When I hover over it, there's a little checkbox. If I select that checkbox, right, and then I can actually do multiple if I want, although I'm not sure if you can share a link to multiple at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just do one at a time. Then up here, there's a little share icon, or that's what Google's share icon looks like.
Up where? I don't see your cursor.
Oh, sorry. Up on the right-hand side. Let me go back. Thank you for letting me know. Do you see my mouse circling it right now?
Nope. Hang on. Maybe my little side thing's in the way. So I see the check mark on your video.
Okay. And up to the right.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I see the share. Okay.
Yeah. So I click on that. And now I need to find, here it is, create link down here. So when I click create link, then it creates a link and I can copy that and share that link.
Piece of cake.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
Now, one thing to know is that it might, sometimes you have to wait for it to fully upload. I don't know what it would be like if it was still kind of processing. So just be aware that if you know, you click on it, it doesn't have an option for that right away. You might need to wait like 5 minutes or something, or even an hour for a really long video or something for
Okay.
that create link option to show up.
Okay. And then you create the link
Mhm.
and then
you just email it to them or put it wherever they asked for it.
you
Sometimes
can
they ask
copy
for it.
paste, right?
Yeah, copy paste. Like, and
Okay.
it actually did it for me. If you notice when I click create link,
Yes.
when I click that copy button, it's copied it for me.
Got it. Perfect.
Does that make sense to everyone? Give me some thumbs up.
Yeah, I got it. I'm excited.
Cool.
I'm
All right.
muting myself.
Thank you.
Oh,
Julie, a question about Google Docs?
Yes, just to follow up on Debbie's question.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually uploaded my videos to Google Drive. I have an iPhone, so I don't do Google Photos.
Mhm.
But I figured out how to do that, and then I got the shareable link and sent that into Miles and Tessa. And the first couple times I've done that, their comment has been, "Oh, great, we got it. Too bad you didn't make it editable. Otherwise, we could have commented." So then I went back later and I saw that you can select, when you get a shareable link, you can select either make it allow someone to edit, or you can also select allow someone to comment. So I selected allow someone to comment, and I'm hoping that works.
Yes, that will likely work.
Okay.
You said you were uploading them to Google Drive?
Yes, so from my iPhone, I uploaded to Google Drive, and then from Google Drive, I got the shareable link, but then I had to go to the drop-down menu by the shareable link and choose comment or allow comment, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think that's an option in Google Photos that I'm seeing, but it is something when you're in your Drive. With
Okay.
anything that you put in your Drive, you can right click on it, and then there's a share option. And when you click share, it gives you, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Sorry, let me do this while sharing my screen. Let me go out for a second. Let's go to any random thing in my Drive. Let's see. Oh, there's even videos of them. Oh, I'm in their Drive right now. My bad.
Yeah.
I have access to their stuff so that we can work quicker. So if I'm in my Drive, and we go to any, here's a cool thing. If you click this little drop-down box, it pulls up more advanced search, and then you can type in the type of search that you want to search for. So let's say I only want to search for photos and images or videos. I can click the videos button and then click the search down here at the bottom, which is way at the bottom. And it will pull up just videos that are in my Drive. So now, like, this is a video that I created. I can right click on that, or if you don't have, like, I think it's right click for everyone, and then it pulls up this menu here where you can share. And then when you click the share, then you need to click get shareable link to make it shareable. And now you can select can view or can edit or can comment, so that they can do one of those three things. Usually can comment is enough for things, but if you want to be extra sure, you can give them edit access. You click that, and then you click done. And before you click done, you click copy link. And now you have the link copied to your clipboard, so that when you paste it somewhere, it will show up just by clicking Control V or Apple V or Command V, or right clicking and selecting paste, however you normally paste things. So now I've shared it, or now I've got a link that's shareable. Does that make sense with everyone? Let me see some hands up again. Yeah. Okay. Julie, did that answer your question? Yep, good. All right, let's see. Mary, you had a question. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Okay, I have an iPhone too, and I have a question about the Google Drive. I don't know how to get to like Google Photos. I don't know what that is. And does everybody just buy more space in Google Drive? Is that how that
Well,
will?
I'm glad you asked that, because that's a good thing to know, is that if you are uploading to Google Drive, there's a limit to how much you can upload in without
You're
it.
almost there.
Yeah, I am. Right now, in the settings of your iPhone, there should be a setting that allows you, when you go in the Google Drive settings, there should be something that allows you to actually choose a less, what's it called? A less high quality.
Less resolution, lower resolution.
Yeah, lower resolution video, and then it won't count towards your limit. But you do have to go into your settings and make sure that is set up. Otherwise, it will continue to to go higher. So one thing, again, like if you Google whatever device you have, so iPhone or, and then it's even good to say the model, like iPhone 6 or iPhone 5 or whatever it is, iPhone, and then, or Android, Samsung, whatever it is, and then say, what's the wording? How to upload video to Google Drive without exceeding your limit, like something like that would probably bring it up. And then you might need to change the wording a little bit to figure out the exact thing. How to upload videos to Google Drive without exceeding your space limit. And then the iPhone. How come videos on iPhone are not able to upload to load files and folders? How to send? I don't know. Let me also give you one other way that's a little easier and faster and safe, or you don't have to worry about it. Upload to YouTube instead. Yeah, and YouTube doesn't have any space limits or things like that. The downside of it is that you won't be able to have it in your folders with everything else, so you can't organize it in Google Drive, but you can access all your videos on YouTube very easily. So let me just show you how to upload it from your computer to YouTube. But it's pretty much the same thing from an iPhone. It's actually a little bit easier. You click that little share icon, and then you look for YouTube in the options of where to share it. But if you're on a computer, let me show that real quick. So on a computer, I would just go to youtube.com or whatever. youtube.com should be fine. And if you have Gmail or you've already logged into YouTube at some point, you'll probably have like a little image in the right-hand corner that's either your picture, or maybe it's just an avatar. It's like a blank picture of a person. That means you're logged into your account, right? And you do need to have your own like YouTube account, or technically if you have a Gmail account or a Google account or anything, you already have a YouTube account, and you're probably automatically logged in if you're logged in anywhere else. So if you see that icon, you're good to go. Then you just click this little create button and click upload video. And then it will bring up a option to upload right here. And then you could drag the file in, or you can select from your files from your computer and search for it here. And then, actually, let me just do one real quick so you guys see. There's a video. Video. And just MP4. There we go. So I click on a video, I open it, And it's slow, but it's going.
Will this be private?
I'll show you that in a second.
Okay.
Ooh, it is going slow today. There we go. So you have the option of making it private or not. You can change the name of it here. Down here, you can create a playlist for all your boot camp videos. So you would just type in boot camp and click, oh, you might need to click new playlist first. Sorry, click X. So you create a new playlist down at the bottom here, click new playlist, and then type in the name like boot camp. And now you can set the visibility of the playlist, which would be public, private, or unlisted. I always recommend unlisted because it allows you to share a link with somebody else and they'll be able to view the video, but anybody that doesn't have the link won't be able to view the video. So, so that's what I recommend. You click unlisted, then you click create. And now you have your bootcamp folder and you can click checkbox there so that it goes into your bootcamp. And then
Now, will that give them, the Miles and Tessa, the link to all of your videos or to just that one?
well, for now, so you see here, this little option here, this link, if I click that little button, it says copy video link. If I click that, that is the link that I can send to them just for that one video, right?
Okay.
And usually they're probably going to just want each individual video, but there is a way to share the entire playlist with them as well.
But I would click the one on the video links over on the...
This one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's best. I think just share each one with them unless for some reason later they ask, hey, can you share them all with us at once? There is a way to do that, but that's...
They wouldn't want that.
Yeah, I don't think they would. Now, the next thing to do is to finish out the process. After you put in the playlist, you can copy that link, then click next. Click next again. And then you're going to want to make sure that unlisted is selected here as well, because that means the actual video itself is unlisted. So again, they'll be able to see it, but nobody without the link will. And then you can click save one last time. And that should be it. It is now ready to go. You do need to leave this window open for it to continue processing. So what I usually do is I just take this window, drag it to its own little window, and then I minimize it so I don't have to look at it for a little while I'm doing whatever else I'm doing on my computer. But if you're worried about like forgetting about it and closing your computer down, you might want to leave it up just so you don't forget. If you close your computer, it will stop uploading. All right, does that make sense? Give me some thumbs up.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, let's see. Any other questions on Google Docs that are urgent? That was, I see Minion and Melanie still. Minion, am I pronouncing your name right? I'm going to unmute you. You have a question?
Yeah, my question is related to the video. I mean, Judy was saying that she will bookmark. I would like to know if it's a way to see the videos shared by the teachers. I mean, the Tessa and Miles. Because I remember seeing it, I can't find it anymore, and it just took a lot of time and stuff.
Right, like a place to see all the videos that they've shared?
Yes.
I don't think we've done that yet, but it's not a bad idea. It might be a little tricky. We'd have to figure out how to do it. Like the thing that we want to avoid is putting everything in there that's like for future units, right? We're trying to make sure that you guys get the right information at the right time. So we don't want to put everything in there, but maybe we could put it in as we go or something like that. I don't think that's currently available, but it's a good recommendation that I can suggest with them.
Okay, that would be great. Yeah, that would be save so much time.
But I do have a way for you to do it without even needing them to do it. It will take a little bit of work, but like if you, as you go through the videos, let's pull up their website, theory. These would be things in the theory module, right? Is that right?
I assume so. Yeah, just the videos. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's two type of videos in there in the theory module. One is YouTube videos, and the other is like a video that's not YouTube. It's basically on their website. I don't know that there's anything we can do about the videos that are on their website. They are going to eventually transition to just YouTube videos. But for any video that's YouTube, let's see, does anybody know a unit where a video is specifically in one of the units that I can just go straight to?
Yeah, like the 3.13 or 4, like the ones about the agility, right? The exercises still.
Unit 3. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to access it without finishing. 3.1.3, you're saying?
Yeah, or 2 or 3, or yeah, it's just like they have those. Right.
Oh, nice. I
It's
can't.
the footwork agility challenge videos.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which takes it to a file where you can see them all on the YouTube channel.
Say that again.
So somewhere, I can't even tell you where we see them, but you can click on the link that takes you to the agility challenge that was done in March.
Mm-hmm.
All the videos that we did there. And once you're on that YouTube channel, you can access them all.
Like every single video they've ever done?
No, just for the footwork agility challenge.
Just for the footwork agility.
So
yes.
I've saved that link to all of them onto my YouTube channel.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's how I've done it. I'm not sure if there's a better way.
Nope, that's basically what I'm about to try to show everyone. So yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. So basically, I'm going to share my screen again. When you're in here, so you can see this video here is not a YouTube video. So unfortunately, you won't be able to do it with this one. But I think this one is, you can kind of tell because of the styling of it, and there's a little like their emblem in the top. So when you click on this one, it opens up, you can even see YouTube, and you can click the 3 drop down. Let's see, where is it? Let's see, settings. Nope. If you click the YouTube icon and just click on it, it opens it up in YouTube itself. Right? And now from here,
every dancer should know how to spot for
their
turns. Simple spotting exercise is to keep your eyes focused on.
So now you can go and click here in this little icon. It says save, and you can add it to your bootcamp folder that we created before. Although if you want different folders, like one for bootcamp Miles and Tessa, like their stuff versus your stuff, you could separate it out if you want. So you could always create a new playlist for it. But that's a way, so as you're going through, you can start adding them all in there to be able to find it later.
Okay, all right, thanks. I was just wondering if there's a way to just search and then, but there's not, no. Okay, thanks, appreciate it.
Well, actually, you know what? There might be, they're probably not because they're unlisted videos, but if you click on Miles and Tessa's little emblem here underneath, it would show all their public videos, but I doubt, so now I've got here, and now I'm on their page, and I can click videos here and see their videos. I can click playlists to see if they've created a playlist around the boot camp, but they haven't yet. But that's definitely something we could request from them, is to start doing that and create a bootcamp file to share later. Let's see. So let me just add a note in my things here, basic technology. Create a playlist of videos for boot camp. Cool. So I'll put that in as a request. I can't guarantee, obviously, that it's going to happen this time around. Most likely, it's something that will be like, okay, that's going to be for version 2.0 that we're going to do that. But that's a way for you to do it as you go.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Melanie, still have a question? Let's see. There you go.
So, you explained how to get your video a link from Google Doc and YouTube, but mine are in iMovie. I'll have to figure out how to put them in Google Doc or YouTube, but can you create a link from?
Yeah, so let's look at iMovie real quick and look how that works. Let's see, iMovie. Do I have iMovie?
How to put iMovie into Google. I mean, I hadn't even thought about putting my videos. Maybe it'd be better to do that, but I'm so intimidated by Google Doc, I wasn't doing
Right. So Melanie, you have them, you start with them on your phone, is that right?
No.
No.
No. My phone, I'm too old to deal with this much. No, I do them on my computer.
Okay.
I use Quick Finder.
Okay.
Okay.
QuickTime Player.
QuickTime Player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Okay, I got it, Melanie. Let me share a quick way for you then. So when you're, let me actually open up something in QuickTime Player, file, open, recent, points tracking directions. Okay, so once you've created the video in QuickTime Player, you see I've got it here, Melanie. Go ahead and give me audio because I can't see you right now.
Where?
Do you see how, like, right now I've got a video on my screen, like this video here?
Oh, you mean down in the lower right?
It's the main thing on my screen right now.
Oh,
There's
that's
this
the
big video.
Okay, yes, I
Yeah.
see that. Yes.
So this is my video that I created, right?
Okay.
So once it's created here and I can play and pause it, you get to that stage, right?
Right.
So now up here in your menu file, you can export as, and then you're going to want to export as like probably 720p.
Okay.
And what that's going to do is that's going to create a document that you can upload to YouTube. So you can choose where you want it to be. I usually put stuff in my downloads folder. So now it's to export as the name of it, and it's in the downloads, and I can click save. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
So once I click save, now it's exporting, and you can see it's going to take a little time. And now that it's exported, if I go to my downloads folder, here it is right here as a movie.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to go to what I showed you earlier, this little YouTube, and click this little button here, upload to YouTube.
Okay.
And of course, the computer's a little bit slow today, but it's the same process. You remember the process of searching for it? We click.
I think so. And plus, I can always review this, but.
Exactly.
So I can't get a link from iMovie, is what you're saying.
You can, but let's skip that whole stage. You don't even need iMovie. Let's save you the time of putting it into iMovie because it's just an extra step for you. Just once you're done with the QuickTime video, just export it and upload it.
Okay, except that iMovie, okay.
I mean, if it's easier in iMovie, there is a way to upload. There is a way to export in iMovie as well and do the same process that I just showed you, but in iMovie. That's one way. And then you do the same thing, select files and upload it from here and same process. Now there is one other thing. Let me see if I can show it for you guys. I don't have iMovie on this computer, but I have Final Cut Pro, which is somewhat similar. So there might be this option, and if there is, it makes it a little bit faster. So in my options, there's a place where I can choose right here to export. And again, for yours, it might be different. You might go to your file menu.
Right.
It might be share. Actually, it is for me, share here. And master file for me is the one that actually creates it on my computer.
Okay.
But YouTube sends it directly to my YouTube account.
Okay, and I was sending it to Facebook, but I didn't know how to get a link.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah.
was actually putting the actual video up. not the-
Gotcha. Yeah, so you could send it to YouTube and then you would have the actual link. If you send it to Facebook, you'd have to do that thing where they showed before, once you post something to Facebook, let me see, let me get a post. Anytime you post anything to Facebook, there's always a link embedded right here where the timestamp is.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so if you right click on that, then copy link.
Yeah. But this
So-
is a new one. I'm not even going to post on Facebook. They just want us to post the link on the quiz.
Right. So in that case, you could still post it to Facebook if you want, but you could also just go direct to YouTube. I will say, again, technology is funky sometimes. The thing that I showed you here where you can upload it directly to YouTube, for some reason, it does not work on my computer. Works on everyone else's, but mine doesn't work. So I actually have to do it first to the master file on my computer and then upload it to YouTube the other way I showed you.
I'll mess with it. The reason I was attracted to iMovie was because I wanted to learn how to put heading, like all these people have things writing what they're working on, like Grapevine, and it says it right on the movie, and I was like, oh, how do you do that?
Yeah. It's fun to play with, but I wouldn't do that as a mandatory thing. It's just a cool.
I'll just try to figure out how to get it onto YouTube, as long as I can make it private. So I'll mess with that. I'll watch this again, and look
Okay.
it out. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. All right, let's see. Any other questions on Google Docs? Where did you guys go? There you are. No more hands raised. I think we're good on Google Docs. Let's go on to.
I had one.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sorry to unmute myself.
No, go for
Just
it.
real quick, going back, my original question was how to go from Google Video Pictures and get it into Google Docs and get the link.
Mhm.
Okay, and then Julie said, once I have it in Google Docs, then how do I share it, kind of thing. So my question is, going back to my original one, I saw how I could create a link from my video,
Mhm.
but would I need to post that into my Google Docs and then do a share to get a new link so that I could say comment on it?
So if it's in your Google Drive, like we were looking at, it's actually in your drive and not your photos, right? Then all you need to do is grab the doc the way that I showed you, where you click the share icon, right?
Got it.
Right click and share.
I'm good.
And,
Okay.
and just make sure that it's enabled, add comment. That
Okay.
link will give it to them. The other cool thing, side comment, is you can change the whether it's shared or not, whether people can comment in on it, whether they can edit. You can change all that, and it's still the same link. So once you've given them the link, you don't have to resend the link. You can actually just change the shared setting if you want them to comment on it and they weren't able to comment on it at first. You can go, oh, okay, I changed it. Go ahead and try and access it again.
I think the thing is when I went to my Google Photos
Mhm.
and I created a link, I was going to paste directly from that into the theory module 3.1.4. But
Sure.
what I'm understanding is I need to put it first in my Google Drive so that I can make it shareable and then send the link to them. Is that
If
correct?
you want them to be able to comment on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have an extra step is really what if I want them to comment, I got to get it in my Google Drive.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Thank you.
Or have some other way for them to comment directly on it. But that's a
I'll
nice.
make it easy for them.
Yeah, that is a nice, easy way. Okay, what was the next thing? I know I had the email thing, how to organize all the emails. was something I wanted to show you guys, which is really easy. All right, let's see. Well, and I should say, I'm going to show it from Gmail. It's going to look different depending on your what you use. Like Gmail is super easy to do it, but there's other, you know, if you're using Mail or you're using Outlook, it's going to be slightly different process. So you're going to want to Google how to organize emails in, and then whatever Outlook, Gmail, whatever it is you're looking for. But I'm going to show you Gmail and give you the general idea of it so you can see how it goes. All right. Share my screen. And everybody see my Gmail here? Let's see. So you can type in the search bar from, and then Miles and Tessa. I think just Miles would probably be enough, but oh, here it is, Miles and Tessa. I believe this is the email they usually send things from. Let's check. info@CanadianSwingChampions.com. And yep, bootcamp, all these boot camps, right? So first off, I can access things that way. But now I can select all of these by clicking this little option here. It selects all the conversations I've ever had with that specific email, right? And actually it selects all the first 100. If I click here, it's going to select everyone in my entire inbox. That's probably more like, I would not want to do that because I have a lot of other things with them, but you guys might want to do that because you only have those documents. That might be a way to do it. So that's how to select everything. But let's say you don't want to select everything. Let's say you want to be more picky. You can also just start searching and go, okay, like, well, let's grab everything that has boot camp in it. So I'm going to also add the words boot or boot camp like that to the search. So now it's everything from them that has boot camp in it. And now you can see a lot of them have boot camp in the actual name of the doc. Some of them have it, like this one has it somewhere in the actual document itself. You can see there inside the doc. So that's narrowed it further. So I could then select all those, or I can just individually check things as I want. You know, if I just want things from them, but I want to individually select, oh, I want that one, I want this one, and I want this one. Whatever, once you have the ones you want selected, then you go up here to this little labels icon, you click that, and you can create a new label down here that says boot camp, right? Or Miles and Tessa, whatever you want there, and click create. And now you see it's added to all of those. So now if I deselect those and I just type in label : boot camp, right? And I actually probably don't even, I can just, oh, not the first time, but I can type in boot camp and select here. Now it's going to pull up just those, right? And also I have a ton of labels, but if you don't have a lot of labels, it'll probably show up pretty close right here in your left-hand list. So for me, I had to scroll down to here to get to it. But also if I were just in my normal inbox, right, let me go back to the inbox. If I'm in my normal inbox and I go down here to the boot camp folder and click on it, that also brings up just those emails. So that's a super easy way for you to have them labeled. And then the other thing you can do to automate this process so that you don't have to do it is you can actually do same thing as before. The search, what was the search was from info@Canadian Swing Champions, or just I typed in Miles and Tessa, that worked too, right? And maybe I just want boot camp, although they might not use boot camp in every email, so I'd probably leave it like this. And then select this little drop down again, and then I can click create filter. And this is going to allow me to automatically apply a label every time I get an email from them. So I can go here and choose label. I need to scroll down because I already created it. It's boot camp right there. So now every time they send me an email, if I click create filter, it's going to automatically add that email to the bootcamp folder so that I can just go here and see all of them at once whenever they send me an email. So I can click, and then I can click into them. Does that make sense? Let me see some thumbs up again. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Any other questions on that side of things? Let's see. Debbie.
Hey there, thank you. So I've got that folder set up in my Gmail, like that. I think mine just says Miles and Tessa.
Yeah.
So in the filters, one thing that I was struggling with is it was in my inbox and it was also labeled Miles and Tessa. And I didn't want it in my inbox anymore because I wanted my inbox to be cleaner. So I did a move to, and I think it took it out of my inbox and moved it to my folder, Miles and Tessa.
Yep.
Is there not a filter that if I say, I don't know, Miles and Tessa, that it would automatically move itself to that folder without me having to physically move it myself?
You want it to automatically go there so it's never in your inbox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can just click on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a setting that I skipped in the filter.
Okay,
So,
I think I saw it, but go ahead.
yeah, at the very top it said archive, right? So let me show it again, and or from and let me share my screen. So when I was setting up the filter and I click create filter, here, like not just apply, but here I can skip the inbox and it automatically archives it. It doesn't delete it. That would be move it to trash right here, delete. So it just archives it and you click apply label at the same time so that it always goes to your boot camp. Where is it? There it is. So these two settings are the ones you want, and then create filter. You could also star it if you want starred stuff. So there's lots of options here as far as what you can do. But yeah, does that answer the question? Debbie?
Yes, I keep muting myself, but yes, it did answer my question. I thought there was a way, but when I saw archive, I was like, what if where's it gonna go if I archive it? So
Yeah,
I
it
got
just
it.
means out of your inbox.
Okay, perfect. All right, I gotta go.
Okay, thanks, Debbie.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, you bet. All right, let's see. One thing I forgot to show you guys is speed settings on YouTube videos. So that's a cool option when you're in the theory module or any YouTube video. Everybody can see my screen. If you click this little gear icon, you can click playback speed and you can slow down the video to 25%, which is really slow, or 50%, 75 if you're really trying to see what they're doing. Or you can speed it up to as much as 2 times the speed if you want to get through it quicker. A lot of times I watch almost every video on YouTube at like 1.5 to 1.75 speed just to get through stuff quicker. And I find like I've gotten used to it now so that I can understand 80%, and every once in a while I have to like go, oh wait, back up and slow it down. But so that's a really cool feature to be able to speed videos up or slow them down to be able to analyze more. And I don't know if it's available. I don't think it's available for the videos. Yeah, it's not. It's just for the YouTube videos that you can do that, which is another reason why they want to switch things over to YouTube. Does that make sense? Let me see the thumbs ups. Nice. Any questions on that? Jody, you want a question? No? Okay. Monica, you have a question. Let's see. Go ahead.
Up here, let me get my video back on. Hi there. I have a video question.
Yeah.
So They were telling us today on the call to link multiple videos to one Facebook post.
Yeah.
Is there anything special needed to do that?
No, but let me walk you through it. It's pretty simple, but let's just show you so you've seen it actually happen. Let's see, share screen. So this is perfect. This is moving us into the next section, which is everything to do with posting on the Facebook, right? To Dancer's Den. So when we're in Dancer's Den, if I click here, now here's a super quick thing is if you want, you can even do a live video and record it right there. It's not that easy because there's a lot of weird options, like a lot of things to choose from when you do a live video. But if you want to try that out, that is one way to, instead of doing it on a computer or somewhere else and then uploading it, you can do it all at once with the live video. But if you've already recorded your videos and you just want to upload them, all you need to do is click the photo video option here and then upload photos videos, right? And then you've got your videos. So I've got 3 videos right here. I can just select them all by clicking, I believe it in a Mac, you can click the Apple button and then select each one. Or you can also click the first one and then click the Shift button and then click the last one and it selects them all. So that's the way to collect more than one at a time. I'm not exactly sure what the buttons are on a PC, but I'm guessing it's the control button. Almost always, if it's a command button on Mac, then it's the control button on a PC that allows you to select multiple ones. And then you just click the open button and it will put all of them into the video. I can go ahead and do that and you'll start to see them upload here. I'm just gonna close them out because I don't need these posted. Maybe if I just refresh the page. There we go. So that's how to upload multiple ones. You can even comment as you're uploading them. Does that make sense? Let me see the thumbs up. Yeah. Just Jody, your hand's raised again. You have a question? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself.
It was just an added thing because we could see it there. Just to remember to choose the topic of the
Thank you.
of the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, let me actually show that again because that is one of the things I wanted to go over. Anytime you're posting to the Dancer's Den, right? If you're on a computer, the topic option will be showing up right as you go. Where is it? I think it happens after you post the video, I'm guessing. Also, if I type in text there, what happened? This is tech going wrong. There we go. There it is. So now it just showed up here once I typed in the text, select topic. And of course, now it's opening a watch party because I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. See, this stuff happens for all of us. And I am very well knowledged in tech, and it still happens for me all the time. I don't want a watch party. There's the little X button to close out the watch party. And I want the tags. And they are not showing up right now, but they will probably show up in a bit. What is this? That's just more options there.
Try just pushing enter. It might just activate that it's.
Let's try.
It did come up a second ago.
Yeah, right? Or maybe if I just type some more. Oh, what about this more? Add file, sell something, create, nope.
When you had the video selected in there, it gave an option for sure.
Yep. If I select, and it also did it earlier when,
Hi, Andrew.
Yeah.
When, in the past, when I've uploaded something, then I had to upload it first and then I had to tag it to where
Yeah,
it's gonna
that
go.
definitely is a way to make it work. I was seeing it happen even before you had to post with some of these. But let's see. I'm not sure why it's not showing up now, other than, of course, technology works sometimes and doesn't others. There it is. Now it showed up for some reason. Add post topic. Select a topic, and I can click in there. And now I can select homework week 1 or whatever option. And I believe if you type in, like down here, there's self-introductions. If I were to type in SEL, right, it starts to pull up the exact thing that I'm looking for. So it could be there. It could be after you click post, then it shows up. Let me refresh the page and do that. I don't want to, I'll do a test post, but I don't want to post that video. But yeah, once you're done posting, it should definitely show up after the post. Sometimes it shows up before. Let's see. There's my write something. Test. There a reason why it's not letting me post? Interesting. I can't even post right now for some there. Now it's showing up. I guess it was, my computer was taking a while for it to load just because my computer is going slow with everything. Yep, there we go. So now I can post. And now, once it's posted, it's going to be down. It's their posts are usually going to be at the very top. And then if I scroll down past their first few posts, eventually, there it is. Nope, mine showed up right here. So now I can click these 3 dots that are on the right and select add post topic. And now it's showing up. Does that make sense to everyone? Good thumbs ups. Yeah. You get to see me struggle with tech. All right. Let's see if there's other things. And so we've covered add topics to your Facebook posts. Oh, and a warning. Tessa's giving you guys a little bit of time because she just started announcing this, but eventually in the next week or 2, she is going to stop searching for those posts and stop having Wanda search for posts that don't have the topic tag. So it is important that you do the topic tags. She's going to give a little leeway right in the first week or so, but then she's going to stop looking for them. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Melanie, go ahead.
Okay, so when you were uploading from to Facebook, where were you uploading it from? Because that looks like when I click on Finder, and I put them on my desktop because they're easier to find there.
Yeah.
And then I press Command, because the nice thing about Command is if they're not all in a row, it will pick out the ones you want.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But where were you picking them from? Because it looked like where you like documents or something like that, but
yeah, it was for me. I put them in my download folder, or actually, I don't even remember which folder that was. It just like when you select to upload, it pulls up the last place that you uploaded stuff.
Okay, so it's not like you can pull it from. But could you also pull it from if you had them on Google Docs or you had them on YouTube?
Oh, I don't think that it will pull it up from Google Docs. If you have it on YouTube, you can just share a link to that document.
So
but
it
I don't.
has to be somewhere on your computer to put it on Facebook like that.
Yeah, I think so.
So I
Yeah.
still need my quick finder thing too, and iMovie. I can still use iMovie for that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Mary, you had a question?
Yeah, if I want to take a video on my phone and post it directly to the Dancer's Den and not have it go to regular Facebook, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, yeah. So start by going to the Dancer's Den on your Facebook page.
Okay.
Do you have your
Yeah.
phone with you right now?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and pull up the Dancer's Den and let me know when you're done with that. I'm going to just look at our tasks to make sure I've showed everything. We're almost done with all the things that I was supposed to do.
So I've mostly done this on my, oh wait, hang on. Maybe. I'm just trying to find the, okay. I'm there.
Okay, so now do you see an option to write a post?
What I see is people, I see highlights and top posts. And
Why don't you go ahead and show your camera to, let's see.
Sorry, that's not very useful, is it?
No, it's fine. So you're in highlights. What happens if you click the little back arrow that's on the left? And then show me your screen again. Okay, so that took you out. So go click the group again and go back into the group.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, there. So that's where you want to be. And see how it says write something?
Yeah.
Is there a post video or something just below that?
There's live, photos, and recommend.
And is there maybe 3 more dots or anything?
Yeah,
like
there's 3 dots.
What's
Okay.
the 3 dots?
Start a live video, sell something.
Can you show me it? Let's see. A little higher. There we go. Okay, go back at, click the X, click, and then click photos. You said there was one option that said photo.
Then it took me to the photos on my,
Yeah, so see how there's videos on your phone?
yeah,
So you can upload the video direct by selecting that video, whatever video.
okay. And okay, so that's where I could also do multiples then, obviously. By
Yeah, you could select a bunch.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yep, you bet.
Sorry.
No worries. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I understand this stuff's tricky if you haven't had anyone walk you through it, right? Okay, a couple quick things to know about Facebook that Dancers Den that they wanted me to make sure you guys saw. Let me share my screen again. So, let's see. First thing was the trick of turn on notifications for this post. So let's say there's a post that you want to follow that you're like, oh, this is really good. I want to get notified every time somebody posts on this. Like say this person had a really cool drill and everybody's talking about it, and you want to get notified up here in your notifications each time someone comments on it. You can select the top 3 icon again, three little buttons, and you can select turn on notifications for this post, right? And now you'll get a notification whenever someone comments on this post, right? And then you can turn it off as well. Now I will no longer get them. So that's nice if you want, there's something like your own video. You know, you post your own video and you want to get comments, you want to get notifications. I think Facebook does that no matter what on your own videos, but it never hurts just to double check. Like this is my own, oops. It's my Roomba just started. So this is my own post right here. I can click on it and let's see. Yep, see it already says turn off notifications. So it's already giving the option for, or it's already gonna give me notifications whenever someone posts on my own video. So you only need to do that for other videos that you wanna follow. Does that make sense? Give me some thumbs ups. Awesome. All right, let's see. The next thing is how to click on a Facebook video to enlarge it. All right, don't know, I've never done this one before, but I assume it's going to be relatively easy. If we go into a video and we want to enlarge it, oh yeah, I have, I just forgot. There's this little click here to enlarge. So if you want to see Miles rocking it out much bigger, you can click this to enlarge button and it'll bring it up even more. And then you can, I think, if you click here, it might even go, yeah, into full screen mode. So now it's even in full screen mode. And also another thing to know is that if you're not hearing audio, sometimes this audio is turned off automatically on videos. So you just need to make sure that it clicked and that you can hear the audio. So now you can watch some groove. So that's how to enter full screen mode to be able to view the videos. And then if you want to go back to the regular mode, I just pressed escape and it brought me back to this screen. But also there's a little back icon right here that'll bring me back to the whole page. All right, does that one make sense? Let me see some thumbs ups. Yep. And I see Phyllis's hand is raised. Go ahead, Phyllis.
Those features that you showed at the bottom of that video, I don't have those features on the bottom of my video in Dancer's Den.
Do you want to share your screen real quick and show what you're talking? Like, do you have your Dancer's Den up right now so I can see?
Can you see it?
I need you, so in Zoom, I need you to click share screen and then select desktop. Yep, there we, oh, okay, it's there. Gotcha, you're on your phone. So with a phone, I think you just turn it sideways. Let's see. And click on the video, like click on the video, click watch again. And then click on the video one more time. Oh, yep, there. Did that work?
No.
No?
No.
Click the back button. Not quite full screen yet. It's close. I don't know that you're going to get it that much bigger, even if you do try to, because it's going to have the black bar, even if we figured out how. So
I don't have any of the gears to change. Like if I had a video I wanted to change the speed, I don't have the gears on it either.
Yeah, that might be, well, and in Facebook, I don't know if you'll have the gears, even in regular, do we? Let me see, hold on. Yeah, in Facebook, they don't have that option.
Oh, okay.
It's YouTube videos that allow you to watch it faster and slower.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so twisting it sideways is probably the best option for you to get it slightly bigger. Let's see. That answer the question?
It does. Thank you so much.
You bet. Okay. I see Melanie, another question.
Yeah, so what happened, like I lost a post. And I've looked for it, I type my name in Dancer's Den, so it brings up all my posts.
Yep.
There was a post where Miles and Tessa had asked me to repost something in the same place, which I managed to figure out how to do. And now that entire thing, including what they said, I can't find it.
All right, so let me show you how to find your own posts a little bit easier. So when you're on your computer, I don't know where to find this when you're on your phone, so I recommend doing this one on your computer.
Well, I'm always on my computer.
Okay.
And
So let me show you real quick. See on the left-hand side, there's this search this group.
That's what I did. I put my name in there.
Oh, you did? And you put your name in, Melanie?
Yep, and then I put in videos.
Videos would only pull up if you titled it video. This searches the text. I don't think it searches the actual video itself.
I thought under
what?
Oh, okay, never mind.
So here I'm finding all these, right? And now we just need to find one that actually has it's your post as opposed to you're posting on everyone else right now. One other way to search that is kind of cool is if you click on your icon here, so that it just brings up your page, I'm going to open it in a new tab so that we have this. By the way, advanced feature, whenever you click, if you want to click on any link, like this is a link, even though it doesn't look like a link, it takes me to a new page. Any of these, if I hold down the command button on Mac or probably control on PC and click it, it opens in a new tab instead of the same tab so that I don't have to like jump back and forth. I can always have that one open and come back to it. So it's just kind of easy, quick way to get to the, open something up without closing a tab. Now, once you're in your own, you can go to your, I think it's your activity log. And when you do your activity log, you can go to your posts down on this left-hand side, click on posts. And these are all the posts that I have made. So I shared a link, I wrote on someone's wall, right? So this is maybe an easier way than searching the group because the group is pulling up all the posts that you're talking in as well.
Right. I did that too. So now I'm thinking I dreamed it all.
I mean, it's possible it was one of those fluke things where it just didn't get finalized and it disappeared or something like that. It happens to all of us all the time. Well, not all the time, but often enough that like you just got to do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent them an email and apologized. I said I don't know where it went. So.
Yep, that's probably the best you can do. Right.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's see. Last few things we talked about: how to enlarge, how to post multiple videos. We did viewing the posts in a topic. Just so you guys know how to view a post in a topic. I think most of you probably have seen this already, but just in case you haven't, if you want to view all the posts, say in homework week 1, right? When you're in the desktop, it's on this side, you can see popular topics and posts, and you can just click on any of these links to open them up. So I could click on homework week 1. Now it says popular topics. I wonder, I'm guessing there's more topics that aren't popular. So there's probably a place here, maybe in the more, maybe, let's see. Wait, darn it. So this is the what it looks like when you click on a topic. Once it loads, it's going to take a little while. Now you can see homework week 1. I clicked on this one. It's going to be all of homework week 1. So if you just want to see other people's or you want to go in there and try to search for one that you added to that topic, that's a quick way of doing it there. And then if you want to find more of these topics, I'm guessing, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing it's going to be in these 3 little drop-down dots. Nope, I was wrong. Let me go back to the original page. Other topics. Maybe it's not possible. I'm guessing it is possible, and it's something that I'm going to have to Google to find out about, right? So I would type how to find all topics in a Facebook group, right? How to find all topics in a Facebook group. And then I'm going to search how to add, that's how to add topics to a Facebook group. How do I create topics? How can I add discussion topics? So it's something that I probably need to look into more, so I'm not going to take too much time now. You guys can also Google that as well and look around for it. That is, what was I going to say? In order to search for them, you would have to, or in order to do that, it might not be possible. Like it might only be the popular ones that you can click on. I doubt it. I'm sure there probably is a way. Oh, I bet I know. Wait. So what's a unpopular topic? If we go, or just, let's see. I bet that if we click on, yep, here, let me share my screen again. If you find a post with the topic that you want to access, then this little button here, this little link here will take you to all of them in that topic. So, I mean, this one is a popular one. Homework Week 2 is already popular. But if you were to be scrolling through and you came across one that was less popular, like AB Connections, is that one? Oh, nope, that one's also popular. But you could probably do a search if you know the tag that you're looking for. You could do a search for it, I bet, in here. I'm not 100% sure. Let's say you can't. You just scroll until you find the topic, or you could even just post the topic that you want to find, right? You could create your own post, add the topic to it, and then once your topic has that post, then you can click on that link. So the example what I posted right here, we can click the 3 drop-down buttons, or to add, why does it keep doing that? Right. Drop down. Hopefully it'll open up eventually. And add post topic. So let me select one of the least popular ones. Let's see, questions for M&T. I didn't see that, or homework work 3. There's nothing in there right now. So I could click save. And then if I click here on homework week 3, now it's going to take me to all the email or all the Facebook posts with that eventually. It's a slow computer, but I'm going to close out some other tabs while we're doing this to help speed it up. Click it one more time, see if it's, there we go. So now mine's the only one in there right now, but you can see that's how you would get to topics for that post. Make sense? Let me see some thumbs ups. Excellent. All right. How to search for your accountability buddy or any other specific person. So we already did that. That was the same thing that when we searched for Melanie. In that little search bar, that's how you would search for anybody if you're trying to find them, that specific person, or any comments they've made, any posts they've made. Does that make sense? Let me see those thumbs up. Or anybody need help? Good there. Mary, I see you kind of hesitant there. Do you have a question on that?
Sorry, I had to do something for a minute. I probably missed it. I'll figure it out. I'm good.
Okay. Minion, I see your hand raised again. Go ahead.
I'm curious. Some people, when they post their little video clip, they have a title on it. I wonder, how did they do it? Is there an easy way to do it?
They have a what on it?
Like a closed caption, just a title like saying, this is the for
right,
whatever they wanted to do for that, like a sweet signature or something, and then yeah, how to do it.
Right. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they're using a video editor. My guess is they're using a video editor, so it's not something that they're doing directly in Facebook. It's something they're doing before they upload it. And usually, like, if you're doing it on your phone, there's often options as you're editing your video on your phone. So if I like pull up any of my videos, and let's see if it's possible on Drive. So here's my video on Drive, Google Drive right now. And if I select, hey, I'm going to show you how to use this challenge. If I select that little button down in the bottom there, that's my editing options. And apparently it's got to download it first. Wait a second, does it? Yeah, apparently it has to download it to my phone first, and then it's going to allow me to do editing options, like cut and paste, or not cut and paste, but like cropping it down, or possibly adding some text over it. Let's see if I can. So now it's open. What can I do here? Stabilize. No. Export. I'm not sure with this phone if or with Google Apps it's actually possible for me to edit it. I might need to like use a different like editor on my phone. So there's video editors you can get on your phone as well as on your computer that you can add that stuff in and then post it. But it's not something they're using Facebook for that I know of.
Right. I was just wondering, do we need some software, or I have an iPhone and I did not see any option of adding a text over a little a video clip or something.
Yeah, my recommendation would be to go into your what is it called, the App Store, Apple App Store, and look at Video Editor, right? And if you download a free video editor, because there's lots of free ones, then when you open up the video editor, it'll have options for playing with all the videos that are on your phone. So it'll already know the videos that are on your phone, and you can search them the same way that you normally search them, assuming it's a good editor. Look for one that has like 5 stars or 4 stars or something like that. And then it'll be pretty easy to add text. Yeah, so I'd say play with that and see if you can come up with it, and yeah, let us know.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Let's see. Any other? So we've got viewing the post, searching for your accountability buddy, posting and commenting on Facebook videos, how to post a video into a comment. Yes. So last thing on my list is to show you guys how to post on, not just post, but also comment on a post. So if somebody has posted, whether it's a video or a regular or text, you can click this little comment button, and that allows you to add a comment, right? Most of you probably have already figured that out. And then you just press enter and it goes in, right? But the other thing you can do is click here, add a photo or a video, so you can add a photo or video directly to the comment section of something. So let's see. I can add that, right? And it's uploading a video directly in. And I'm not gonna bother them with that, but now you see how it uploads a video to the comments. So if like you wanna show your updated version, you can put it right in the comments. Does that make sense? Let me see some thumbs up. Awesome. Let's see, I think I have covered everything that is, yeah, everything that is on my list. So is there anything else? I know we're way over time, but I'll stick around for maybe 2 or 3 more questions. I'm seeing Patricia, your hand, or do you want to unmute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, how do you keep your tips on keeping your music on the video? Not getting your music muted.
How to not get your music muted.
On
Can you
Facebook.
describe what's happening?
On Facebook. Facebook will suddenly mute your music on your video.
Oh, gotcha.
Any tips on that can be helpful?
I'm guessing what you mean. I'll share my screen and you can tell me. I'm guessing you mean when they're in.
I mean, when you don't have copyright and they.
Oh, like they literally like send you an email or something like that, and they're like, we aren't allowing this.
Yep.
Gotcha. I don't know that there's a way around Facebook. Like, and there might be.
People write, I don't have the rights to the song, or.
Mm-hmm. What?
Sometimes people write, I don't have the rights to this song.
Uh-huh.
Or something. Does that help at all, or is that just a waste of time?
I mean, I think it tells the person that's trying to watch the video what's the problem is. It won't change anything, I don't think. It'll still be blocked. So there's a couple of things that you can do. I mean, one is obviously pick a different song. Like But if you upload to YouTube, YouTube has more functionality as far as like allowing you to, it will still notify you. It'll say, hey, you're not allowed to make money on this video.
Oh,
right?
okay.
But nobody here is looking to make money on their videos. So it's usually something that you don't even have to worry about. And they'll just notify you that it's still playing, but you're not going to be able to monetize it. Once in a while, like I want to say, usually it's somewhere between 1 in 3 and 1 in 10 get that notification. Right. And then somewhere between 1 in 10 and 1 in 100, somewhere in there, I really don't know. But every once in a while, something will just be like, nope, you can't even play this. We're not going to allow you to play it at all. And then you can go in and actually, I don't know that this is going to be working for dancers because we're trying to dance to the music. So it'd be weird, but you can actually replace the song. Like, you can, and just with a click of a button, you can go in and YouTube will do it for you, I think, where they just replace the song with a different song, but I doubt it's going to sync up with your body. So it's probably not something helpful for us as dancers, but it's a cool thing that you can do as far as one more fancy thing that you can do. Like if you're trying to post any other type of video where you're just having background music. And
I was trying to do the footwork agility challenge when we did that, the 7-day challenge. And for the happy birthday drill, she wanted it to music and it muted it. And so I was trying to figure out a way to not have it muted.
The best is to pick a different song or upload it to YouTube.
Okay, good.
Sorry, there's not a better option for that I know of. I mean, again, Google is our friend. There might be something else, but not that I've seen.
Great, thank you.
Thanks for the question. Melanie.
If you load it to YouTube, though, you can't put it back onto Facebook with the song, just the link, right?
Yeah, you just post the link to Facebook. You wouldn't be able to actually post they wouldn't, when they go to view the video, they wouldn't be able to see it in Facebook. They'd have to click the link and it would open up a YouTube video.
Okay.
Not ideal, but it still works, right? People can still click that link, go see the other thing.
They
So
can still comment on it as well.
Yep, they can still comment on the
If you
post.
do it and the song, Facebook doesn't like it, you can always put it on YouTube and then link it instead.
I think that's a good backup, right?
Thanks.
Yeah,
Cool.
Mary,
Quick,
go ahead.
a quick question on YouTube, and you know, it always says subscribe here. I've never subscribed to anything. Is there what's the pluses and minuses? Say of subscribing to even Miles and Tessa's.
Yeah, so it basically means that, here, let me share my screen. When you are in YouTube, like if I go to YouTube feed/subscriptions, which is like one of the normal ones that opens up, even if you just go to youtube.com, I think it like defaults to your subscriptions. I might be wrong on that. You might actually have to click subscriptions, but now you guys are going to see all the news that I watch. These are all the things that I've subscribed to, and it's not perfect, but it pulls up a lot of them. So I've subscribed to different people and they are here in this subscriptions area. Oh, and then if you were to go to youtube.com, there's still this left-hand sidebar that either looks like this or it might look like this. And if you click on subscriptions, that will take you directly to your subscriptions. And so this is where they basically, anytime somebody adds a new video that you're subscribed to, it goes here so that you can just go here and immediately see the new ones. And depending on your settings on your computer or your phone, it might even notify you. Like a little pop-up will show up on your phone or on your desktop to notify you that a new video is there.
So I don't need to be concerned about subscribing. I mean, it's a big advantage to me then.
Sorry, say that again.
Well, like it would be a big advantage to me to subscribe to a few things that I frequently would like to know about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I will say be aware for some reason, certain what is it called? Channels like
Yeah.
MSNBC or Miles and Tessa, those are channels, right? When you subscribe to a channel,
Uh-huh.
some of them don't show every single video and others do. And I have no idea why. But
Okay.
but I started to learn like at first when I would just click on, I'm here, I would click on the damage report and I'd notice, oh, this video, once I click on it, and then I go to their videos, this is their most recent videos. Sometimes like one of these is not in my feed. And so I'm like, oh, I didn't see that one yet. And you can also see down here, you can see which ones are watched by the little red icon. So this one's not watched, this one's not, but this one is with that little red bar. And let's see, some of them will only be like partially across because I've only watched part of it.
Okay.
So that's another cool thing is you can go there and see them, and that's a backup way because definitely some do not put all videos in.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see. I see that was Mary. Anybody else? I can take two more. Diana, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Okay, so you went to the videos, the YouTube. You said that we could put our videos all in our channel. How do we get our own channel on the YouTube?
Yeah, so technically if you have Gmail, you already have a YouTube account. So like if you go to youtube.com right now, in your browser, can you go there real quick?
Where would I go? Okay, so I go here.
Yep. And once you're there, can you share your screen with everyone so we can see and I can walk you through it?
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
YouTube. YouTube.com, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And now go to share screen in Zoom, come back to the Zoom window and share your screen. That's the green, it probably is green. I'm not 100% sure, but you should see a little
I
icon.
can't see you guys.
Can you see yourself?
Nope.
Can you see Zoom at all?
It says Zoom, but then it's like, it says open Zoom meetings and launch meeting.
Oh, gotcha. So that's are you on a PC or Mac?
I'm on a PC.
You're on a PC. So there's probably two different Zoom windows. One with that, and you find the other one?
Oh, there we go. I see it. All
Okay.
right. So I share my screen.
Yep.
It says share screen.
Yep. And then select desktop as the option.
Where's this?
Should be the top left option after you click share screen.
Why don't I see that?
Did you click share screen and what happened when you did?
Okay, whenever I click share screen, then I see my screen and it's like in a window and it says collect basic, advanced, whiteboard,
Yeah, so there, the top left option, is it desktop? Or basic? Basic?
Oh, basic, okay, I
Let's
see it.
try basic.
Okay, I click basic, but nothing's happening.
Is there a
Okay.
done or?
Share down here in the corner?
Yeah. Yep, there we go.
All right,
All right, so now go to your Chrome. I take it Chrome is where you were opening YouTube
yeah, oh no.
and
Okay, here's-
YouTube.
Oh, wow,
So
what's going on?
it's the other
Oh,
tab, the tab to the right of the launch, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Just if you click on that tab, up just one.
okay, there it is.
Yep.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
so first we got to put in YOUTUBE because I don't know what that YouTube is, but it's definitely not the YouTube we're looking for. No, not there. Up in the top URL area. Yep, right there.
Oh, okay,
Yep, you want to put in, so select that, go up to that area. Yep,
okay,
and type in YOUTUBE.
oh, YOU, sorry,
There you go. You can press enter now.
okay.
So now it technically opened up a playlist that you already have.
Okay.
The footwork agility, right? So you see the little D in the right-hand corner? There's
Yeah.
actually two of them on your screen. There's a D up higher and then one slightly below it. Do you see them? All the way to the right, all the way to the right. The other right.
Oh, right. Sorry.
No worries.
You guys are,
I've done that so many times. See, just, yeah, see that D?
you guys are here. Oh, I see. There's a D. Okay, so D.
Yeah,
That's
so
my-
that, if
that's
you
my
click on
hero.
that, yeah, you see your
Oh,
sign.
and this is your channel?
Yep, that's your channel.
Oh.
Right, so this is your channel.
So I
you
don't have
any-
anything in there.
Nope, nothing
Because
yet.
I haven't put anything in there because I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
know I wanted to.
Yeah, but and now so you can upload videos. Like if you see that little icon, like about 4 inches above your mouse right now, there's a little video icon with a plus symbol.
Up here? Yeah.
Yep. If you click that, then that's where you upload video.
Oh, that's where I upload. Okay.
Yep. So you don't need to click that now, but that's
Yeah.
where you would upload a video. Now, if you go down to the left and you see your library,
Yeah.
then you click on that. I believe that will open up. No, sorry. Click on the 3 bars above, like up 2 more, up 3 more, just above home, just above home.
Oh, well, shoot. Sorry.
That's fine. Now click the 3 bars. Let's see what opens up. Yeah, here we go. Now you can scroll down that, keep scrolling all the way down, like beyond subscriptions. You're going to have to scroll further down.
Here's Miles in.
Yeah,
Miles
keep
in.
scrolling down. You're on a PC, you said, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm on a, what is this? Yeah.
Yeah, PC.
I'm on like a laptop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Is that-
hover
is
your,
that-
keep your hand there. You see up, or do you see in the right hand of that white column while you have your icon where it is right now, in the white column at the top, there's like a little thin bar of gray to the right about an inch.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, you can drag that down.
Okay. Yeah. I see it.
Keep dragging. Let's see if there's anywhere where there's playlists. Nope, it's not there yet. It's probably because you haven't created a playlist yet. But when you create playlists, they will show up in this section somewhere in here. And so you can add videos to that specific playlist. And you can actually do that right now with any video. If you go, actually, let's do it quickly. You see that little back button that's at the top left of your screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, click and hold that. Now go all the way to the Swing Literacy Footwork Agility.
Okay.
Yep.
Click.
Click that. And now let's down below Swing Literacy Footwork Agility, below that, yep, just below, click the little, just to the left, there's an icon with a little plus. One more, click on that. All right, so now you've got a playlist in your library.
Oh, and it's this footwork agility video.
It is.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So now you've got one playlist. So if you were to go to your 3 links in the left again, top left.
Here?
Yep, probably. Let's see. Yep, there it is right there. Swing Literacy Footwork. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. All right, one
I don't know
more.
where it
If
is.
there's any last question.
Oh, let me get rid.
Oh, did you want to say anything more?
Yeah, I'm gonna I have to unshare me.
Oh,
right?
I'll stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
actually,
cool. All right.
I'll do it for you.
All right. Thanks.
Yep. Stop sharing. There we go, and mute. Okay, any last one? One more person if there's any last question. All right, I'm not seeing anything. Yay, we answered everything. Awesome. Almost 3 hours later. Little longer than expected, but thanks for sticking
Andrew.
with it. Yeah.
Hi, can you see me?
Not yet. Who is it?
Did I see Diana.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know who's. Oh.
Diana needs to unmute, I think.
Oh, that's my bad. It's cancel now.
Okay. I have to go now. And I'm sure we're ending up because I have to go to do some work stuff. Thank you for
Absolutely.
your help. You're absolutely awesome. I already wrote Miles and Tessa, and I CC'd you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am just really, really happy with the class today, and I give you an applause.
Me too.
Thank you.
Me too.
Awesome. And thank you all for sticking out and sticking through this whole thing. 3 hours later. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to unmute everyone so we can all say bye together. Let's see. Unmute all. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Actually, Andrew, I was trying to save a copy on that Google Docs, and then they saying it's going to be saved into a shared group. And I was afraid to get the same problem with the other lady earlier.
This is great. Let's troubleshoot this real quick. Can you share your screen?
Oh, okay. Let me see if it's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on a second. Where is it?
So you got to go to your Zoom first and click the share, like where you can see me.
Let me find out that file first. Right. Hold on a second. Let me find the file.
And unmute Minion. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me find that file first. I was trying to say it's the Google Drive, right? Where did it go? Hold on a second. Let me find it. How do I find my Google Drive again?
Why don't you share your screen and I'll help you do it that way.
You sure?
Yeah, start by sharing your screen.
Yes, I'll share my screen. I couldn't find the Google Drive now. All right, share basic, right?
Yep, basic.
Okay, share. Okay.
All right, now, so let's open up a new tab in your browser.
New tab.
So the little plus button at the top next to my account. Yep.
Next
Just
to
like in a quarter. Oh, you were almost there. You're.
Yeah.
Like.
This plus, right?
Yeah, that plus. There we go.
Okay.
Now
yes.
type in Drive.
Drive.
DRI.
Okay.
Just start typing. It's already ready to go.
Drive.
Drive.google. Oh, no.
No, sorry.
Drive. And then period. Actually, you've got to, it's something weird's happening. Yeah, you got to delete that. Dot or period. Yeah. No, just keep typing. Period. Google. Now press enter. You should just, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now, oh, interesting. You're not signed in here. Wait.
I was in earlier. Let me see. How do I do the? Actually, I could get in from
Chrome. Try your Chrome browser. Do you see the Chrome down at the bottom?
Yes.
That one. Click that one, and let's see if it's.
Yeah, maybe the Smart Drill. will be right.
Yep.
I was trying to. Yeah, let me see if I can just save a copy here.
Yeah. So try and make a copy.
Make a copy.
Yeah.
And then copy. You see.
So, okay, so now select Boot Campers Resources.
Okay.
Select it again. Select it again.
Select it again.
There. And now go up to the top left and click the back arrow.
Okay.
And now double click on My Drive. And you can save it right there.
Oh, good. Thank you so much.
Click Select.
Select.
There, click Select. Yeah, now it's.
Oh, now it's My Drive.
Oh, but wait. Let's do one advanced thing. Click My Drive again. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's be advanced here and see that little plus. Yeah, that new folder. Let's create a folder for your boot camp and title it Miles and Tessa Boot Camp or whatever you want to title it. Boot camp should work, right?
Just boot camp is fine. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Boot camp.
There you go. Click up at the top, the little check icon. Yep.
I see.
Now select. And now okay.
Oh, nice.
So now it's going to be in your bootcamp folder, right? And now actually another thing you can do, go to your bootcamp resources, see the tab that's 2 tabs to the left of up a little bit higher and an inch to the right and an inch one. Yeah, click that. And now here, this is your bootcamp resources. Let's click the little drop down next to resources, the little drop down arrow to the right about 3 inches. Yep, there you go. And let's click, where is it? add shortcut to Drive
Okay.
and double click My Drive.
My Drive.
My Drive, no, up
Oh,
higher.
yes, yes.
Yep. And
Right.
select Boot Camp
Okay.
and add shortcut.
Okay.
Right. So now your Boot Camp folder, if you go to your, now let's go to My Drive on the left,
Okay.
click My
This one.
Drive. Yep.
Okay.
And now click the Boot Camp folder down there, just down an inch. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
So now you have both the document that you have plus that other, all the files from them. If you were to click into the Boot Camp resources,
I see.
you can access it as well as all your docs. Now, one other thing that we can do, if you right click on the Boot Camp drop down arrow again, the one up above, yep. Right click that, or I guess it doesn't matter, and click, let's see. Oh, you could add to starred. That would put it in your starred just in case you can't find it. But
Right.
there's also a way to put it in that left-hand column.
Yeah.
I think.
I see.
I thought it would be easier, but it's not. But now you have it a bunch of different ways.
I
you can
see.
find
Yeah.
it.
So because if we don't need to make a copy, we don't need to save it, right? Because the file is available for us, right? Just
Yeah.
to save some memories.
Yeah, well, technically, a Google Doc doesn't take up any memory on your drive, so it's okay to create those as long as they're official Google Docs, right? Like what you have there, you see the little icon; it's a Google Doc icon. If you were to import like a Word file into your drive, then that would take up some space. But any Word file can also be converted to a Google Doc with a couple clicks or something like that, so you're not wasting space.
I see. Yeah.
But that's the other nice thing about the Google Drive and why she uses Google Docs so much is it's so easy to get you guys all the information without it costing anything for anyone. And anytime she updates it, it's all updated for you guys, as long as you don't create, your own copies won't be updated, but the originals will always be updated.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is helpful. I was afraid to save a copy because I don't want to save to the group.
Yeah, you just got to change where you're saving it to.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is that?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Guys,
Oh, that's Tessa. I'm like,
you're
wait, who
still
is this?
here? Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's been 3 hours.
I know.
You can't get enough of him.
Right? I couldn't get enough of them either. They were actually asking such great questions, and it was just, we got it all done in one. I was like, oh man, at the 1 hour mark, I was like, yeah, we might have to do multiple of these. And then everybody was just staying on, asking more questions. So I just did it all in one.
Well, you are a beast, Andrew. I hope everybody appreciates the extra time.
He's wonderful, Tessa.
Yeah.
I didn't ask many questions, but I took 12 pages of notes. The last thing I wanted to say was you're going to send a link, Tessa, that we can refer to. Where's the recording going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to upload it to YouTube so that it's on YouTube and accessible to everyone. And then Tessa will send a link to y'all to be able to
Andrew, I was supposed to be gone 45 minutes ago, but I wouldn't let myself stop. So I am going to go now.
The only
Thank you
reason
so
I know about
much.
this is because Mary sent me an email going, oh my God, Andrew's awesome. He's still going. I'm like, he's still going.
Come on, Tessa, you know me. We have done this many a time, right?
Yeah, you know what? I knew I shouldn't have left you alone with them.
All right, well, we are officially wrapped. Like, that was the last question. Although I see Mary's hand raised. Was that from the last?
Oh, no, I was saying bye for the third time. Bye. Thank you, Andrew.
You bet. So I'm going to
Thank you
unmute
so
everyone
much.
and let us all say goodbye together. All right, and
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.